Bueno. Piñu. Bueno. Piñu. Bueno. Piñu. Niñas, no le piñu. Piñu, piñu.
All righty, here we are, Monday Night Foosball, as always, fashionably late, you know what I mean? But we have the first play right here, shotgun, old man Phillip Rivers. He's yeeting this thing down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. I thought that might have been pass interference, but shout to Karen over here. First comment in the chat. How you doing? Howdy, Matt. Howdy, Vinny. How you doing tonight, Vinny? You feeling good?
I'm feeling real good. I've had a good day. I've been very productive today for once. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're drinking some Spotted Cow?
I am. I'm slowly turning into an alcoholic being part of the show.
You're going to be the producer of this show. We're going to do some drinking. I'm on vacation, so, I'm off all week. So, but anyways, no flag on that. 2nd and 10. 14:48 to go, or 14:49 actually in the first quarter. Here we go. Phillip Rivers in shotgun. Got a man to his right. He's back to throw. Oh, that is shut down. I need just a little more volume on this. Hopefully the mic don't pick up the TV, but I got to hear some stuff. False start. So there you go. How we doing, everyone? If you're watching, hammer the chat. Say what's up. What you want to talk about some stuff, or just hang out, watch some foosball. Well, it's gonna be a fantastic Monday. I think it'll be interesting to see the Colts. Phillip Rivers playing a good team. The Niners 10-4. I hope they lose, too. I hope the Niners lose. 2nd and 15. Here we go. Phillip Rivers in shotgun. He's going to hand this thing off over here. They're going to try to he's trying to bounce it left side. He's got a little bit of room, and that's going to be about 5-6 yards on the little scamperoni. Foosball is the devil. You know what I mean? I say it so much, I almost say it in general conversation when I talk about football, like foosball. It's a good word, though, you know what I mean? That's a good movie. 3rd down and 8. How we doing tonight, Ron? You having a good time? So Phillip Rivers was just, doing nothing. I mean, I'm sure I forget what he was doing. He was doing something, but wasn't playing football. Now he's out here on Monday Night Football. His grandkids are watching. I don't know what's going on over there. What's up, Mitch? Holy crap, I'm the post almost. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Mitch. You know what I mean? But we got 3rd down and 8. We'll get back to the comments over here.
What?
Oh, hang on. Sometimes I don't understand everything. They're at commercial over here. But hey, Matt and Vinny, I'm here. Hope you guys are doing well. Go Pack, go. We're having a good night over here, Rick. You know what I mean? You feeling good there, Vinny?
I'm feeling real good. Yeah. Feeling really good. Yeah.
I feel like deja vu. I think we just did this.
We did.
I was hoping for a better response. I want the 49ers to whoop up on the Bears next week.
That would be good.
That's a good point, though. So let's get some score predictions. Who did you pick in this game, Vinny?
I went 49ers in this one. I know I don't want them to win, but I went with them. Yeah.
I probably did, unless I was being biased that day. I never remember my picks. I should probably remember them. You know what I mean? But I probably did because I think the 49ers are going to win. But I really hope the Colts win this game. Let's get to a few comments over here. Okay, we already got that one. And we got, hello from South Florida. Love the Packers. I appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? It's going to be a good Monday Night Football game. But yeah, go Pack, go. And we got ourselves a Bear fan. What's up, Ray? How you doing? Bears got that win. They be talking. They're having a good time, which you should.
That's all right. Welcome.
Here we go. Rick says, Packers clinch a playoff spot Saturday night and get ready for round number 3. Go Pack, go! And there's still a situation where the Packers win the NFC North. I just don't think it's a possibility. The Bears have to lose out. I don't think that's going to happen, and I don't think it's worth like rooting for. Because it's just not going to happen. But I don't care about the division. Obviously, that's the number one goal. But just get into the playoffs.
Exactly.
That's what the Packers need to worry about.
Just get in there. Yeah.
But yeah, obviously the goal is the number, NFC North. But not going to happen this year, you know what I mean? And we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. Just get in the playoffs, get hot, play good football, hopefully get some people back. And because, dude, look at what they did before that collapse. Like without Parsons, without a sack, they were able to hold the Bears 9 points up until that end, and then just totally collapse on it. But
Bears fans, be careful what you wish for. You might not want us in the playoffs. Seriously,
I got faith. But here we go. Let's get to make sure we're getting all these. Oh yeah, we already got to that one. Niners 27-17 says Rick. They're back over here. We're going to have Phillip Rivers in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 30-yard line over here. He's changed some stuff up. It's like he never left. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Old man Rivers.
Phillip Rivers back to throw. Oh, he's quick pass, and that's going to be completed. First down. He's scampering down the field. Down to about midfield over here. Karen said Niners for me only because my best friend loves the Niners 27-24. There you go. We got to, represent the homies. Hey there, Matt and Vinny. Super Bowl season locked in, but you know what I mean? Hey, we got them exactly where you want them. They're about to start their play over here. I think the refs holding it up. First down and 10, 13:43 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Phillip Rivers. He's doing a lot of changing up, a lot of audibles. A little old school football right here, you know what I mean? I feel kind of like you don't see that as much anymore. But here we go, Phillip Rivers. He's tossing this thing left side. That's going to be completed for a first down. He's going to run out of bounds about 35. Not that they don't audible as much anymore, but the way they do. You remember Peyton Manning, he's always barking stuff out. Rodgers kind of does a little bit. But I feel like there's not as much of that because a lot of it means nothing. Anyways, they still audible. You know what I mean. Anyways. Is Jordan Love still in concussion protocol? I believe he is, but I believe that they kind of said that they think he's going to be all right. But I think anytime you get in a concussion, it's kind of a whole week thing, checking on him and whatnot. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Here we go, Phillip Rivers. Shit, again. Okay, he's going to hand this thing off. He's going to try to scamper up the middle, trying to get something happen near the 30-yard line. Not much, though. You know what I mean?
Boom. He's on his back.
Round number 3 against the Bears in Chicago. That would be awesome, dude. That would just be legendary, for the rivalry for the NFL. If the Packers and Bears meet up in the playoffs, it's gonna be a special thing. Here we go, Phillip Rivers in shotgun. We'll get back to that comment there, Ronnie boy. They're just shy of the 30-yard line. He's changing some stuff up again. He used that whole clock. You know what I mean? Play clock's down inside 10. Here we go. Rivers back to throw. He's got time. Tosses it left side. Oh, incomplete. Good defense, but not a bad pass at all.
Oh, he almost had it.
Almost had it. All that Green Bay has to do is win out, and the Bears have to lose to the 49ers and Lions. Not impossible. Not impossible, but I don't think it's worth rooting for. I mean, obviously you're going to root for it, but you know what I mean? I think just win out and then see what happens. But help yourself in the playoff seeding. And if you can stumble, backdoor yourself into a NFC North championship if the Bears do implode, I feel like the Bears are very confident right now. They're playing good football. 3rd down and 7. This win's going to really get them jacked up. Phillip Rivers in shotgun, empty backfield. He's back to flag on the play, but he gets it off. That's going to be completed. First down. He's past the 20-yard line, gets knocked out of bounds, but depending on that flag. But yeah, I just feel like the Bears are hype right now. I'm not saying that they're playing great football because, they had 9 points, in the 4th quarter over there. But I feel like this ain't going to hurt them. So this was on the offense, illegal formation. I do think if the Packers play the Bears in the playoffs, the Packers are going to win that game. I guarantee it, you know what I mean? Hoping Colts win, absolutely. I'm on the Colts bandwagon right here. Plus, I think it'd be cool to see Phillip Rivers do some stuff. Just go in here, get the Colts in the playoffs, and then, maybe have some kind of weird run. That would be cool. I think he's he coaches high school or some level of football. So his team is just watching him. Your coach is just now he's on Monday Night Football. That's crazy. But here we go. We'll get back to that, Aaron. Philip Rivers is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left, and they're at the 36-yard line. It's 3rd down and 12. This is the big one right here. Philip Rivers back to throw. And he's going to get it off, and that's going to be complete. I think he got a 1st down on that. Jumped forward. That was a good 3rd down play right there, but I tell you what, with how crazy the similarities are this season from 2010, could we see if Green Bay versus Steelers Super Bowl? Dude, that would break the NFL. That might break the internet. Just imagine that Aaron Rodgers going up at the Packers Steelers Super Bowl. That'd be something. And that the odds on that, you know what I mean? Check those odds. Put money on it. Here you go. Philip Rivers going to toss his left side, and that's going to be to just shy of the 20-yard line. Not a lot there. Jonathan Taylor's a beast. Won his jersey. He is. Ricky boy. Hey, Matt, that was the craziest ending to a game last night. Unreal. Thank you, A-Rod. That was wild. That was a wild finish. And it was wild. It was fun to watch all the Lion fans make excuses on the internet today. You know, they're blaming the refs. But, dude, that pick play, they're talking about that was a legit call. I don't get the confusion. They just complain about stuff. It's on video. We can see. We know the rules. 2nd down and 7. And then, obviously, at the end. But here we go. Philip Rivers. They got a flag out right away here. And he's thrown towards the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown. But there's a flag on the play. We're going to see Philip Rivers is hyped. That was a big-time throw, big-time catch. Good defense right there. So I think he said what the penalty was. I don't think I caught it. But I think that touchdown stands. It
looks like it was offsides defense is what it looks like.
Yeah, offsides defense. Here we go. Here we go. Robert, well, hello all, and Vinny. How you doing there, Robert? You having a good time? Package Driven is in the house. How you doing? Monday Night Foosball right here. Got a touchdown here for the Colts. Philip Rivers, the old man, still got it. Here comes the extra point. It's up, and it's going to be good. So there we go. 7-0 ball game. Thomas is in the building. I appreciate you. Yeah, now everyone's getting in here rejoicing a little bit. Touchdown Colts. We got Greg in the building. Strawberry Plains checking in, man. Vince, Merry Christmas a couple days early. A couple tough losses for the Pack, but significant injuries. We will find out how they respond Saturday. Can't count on other things to happen. When the last 2 Colts just scored. Yeah, they did. A lot in that comment right there. But yeah, that's what the Packers have to do. They have to win out. It doesn't matter what other people can do and they can help themselves. Just worry about winning out. And they can. It's the Ravens, it's the Vikings. Those are 2 winnable games. Not 2 gimmies at all, but play good football. Limit the mistakes. I feel like they have some mistakes. Fix the red zone offense. The red zone offense I think it's historically bad. That they get all the way down there and then they're just kicking field goals. So they have to, fix a few things for sure. It's easier said than done. But I feel like for sure that the number one thing, fix red zone offense, and I feel like they're going to win some football games. So they got to get healthy a little bit too going into the playoffs. Is 96 Green Bay had big injuries, won it all. In 2010, Green Bay had big injuries, won it all. Now this season, big injuries. And that's literally what it is. Is you just get in the playoffs. If you get hot, so many times this happens. I talk about this all the time. Those Giants teams, there's so many. If you look at all the Super Bowl winners, they're not always like the powerhouse Chiefs, you know what I mean? The whole season they're going. Look at all those Colts teams, all those years. They were the number 1 seed. They were the last team to be undefeated, and then they'd lose in the playoffs. So it doesn't matter if you're the powerhouse the whole year. It's get in the playoffs, get hot, and we're going to see if they're capable of doing that. You know what I mean? That's all it is now. We can do a lot of talk, but it's definitely doable. There we go. I think I'm behind the chat over here. Here we go. Rick said Green Bay gave the Bears that game wrapped with a big bow. Still can't believe Dobbs just didn't fall on that ball. Changed our playoff position and our division title. What a disaster. Yeah, it was, dude, that loss hurt me more than a lot. Regular season losses hurt me for a long time. But the only one comparable is the championship game. We know which one I'm talking about. With just all the mistakes, that game was done. Even with Jordan Love being out, Malik Willis was doing it, and I don't want to talk about it. It's just brutal. There we go. There you go, Thomas. And then we go good over here, trying to get through the next few days, then vacation. There you go. We got Philly boy in the building with just a plus sign. Look at that picture, too. That looks like a good-looking fella right there, you know what I mean? Family man Phil about to get the W, then go make more kids with his wife. What's going on? Hey Vinny, that Santa Mac graphic, keep it going all night. People like it. It's very rarely with the best team winning the Super Bowl, you hit the hot streak, start clicking, and all you need to do is be that Cinderella team. Okay, we have the kickoff over here. He's going to get to about the 30-yard line. They get in there, going to kick everyone's ass one by one. And that's what it is. That's what they did in 2010. They just got in there, got hot. Good evening, gentlemen. Go Pack, go. All I want for Christmas is for the Packers to make the playoffs. Well, winning the Super Bowl would be the best gift ever. Yeah, you got to do one step at a time. You know what I mean? No more talk. Just win one more. You know what I mean? I say, yeah, just win one more and then win one more again. Then win one more again. Just keep it rolling over here. But here we go. 10:26 to go in the first quarter over here. And now the Niners get a chance over here. Who is the quarterback over there? They have a lot of interest at quarterback. They have a run up the middle here to inside the 35-yard line.
I think they still have Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy. Was he hurt a little bit?
He's always hurt.
Yeah, 5-1 record, 240 passing yards per game, 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, missed 8 games with a toe injury. It's 2nd down and 6. Yeah, I think the Niners, Packer fans always talk about all the injuries we have, but the Niners, I think they have a lot too. Here we go. Purdy's going to be in shotgun. They're at the 35-yard line. He's back to throw. He's looking, gets rid of it downfield. Oh, completed. He went and got that thing. Dude, that was George Kittle, dude. George Kittle is a boss. I hate the Niners, but I do not hate George Kittle. Dude, there was defenders there, and George Kittle just jumped up and highballed that thing. Look at this catch right here. I want to see this replay. Yeah, George Kittle, I feel like, is what you kind of like Tucker Craft, what we want him to be. Yeah, I don't know if he highballed it, but yeah, he went up and got that thing for sure. That was good right there. There you go. I have insight. What do we have insight on? Here we go. Purdy back to throw. He's got pressure. Gets it off. That's going to be completed. I don't know. This offense over here for the Niners getting after it. That's McCaffrey.
That boy is good.
You know what I mean? Dude, McCaffrey is a guy, like, if you see him, he doesn't seem like, if you seen him, like, outside of football, you wouldn't think, like, he's this good football player that he is. Like, that's what I always think, like, whenever I see him, like, videos of him, like, doing autographs or whatever. Like, you would never guess, like, that guy plays football, and he's really good. 2nd down and 4, they're going to hand it off, and that's going to be a first down. Busted it right side, going to be close to the 20-yard line over here. He's good at football. I have insight on Green Bay winning the upcoming Super Bowl. There you go.
Well, he's got some inside information.
You got inside information, just let it be known right here.
Yeah.
Just in case I forget, I want to wish you, Matt and Vinny, and your families a very Merry Christmas and safe and healthy New Year. God bless you all. I appreciate that. Rick, same to you.
Thank you. You also.
So here we go. They're going to hand this thing off right side to McCaffrey. He's trying to break the corner. He's going to get about a yard in that thing. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Rick.
And you know what, Rick? You get a Santa mat for that one.
There you go. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 8 over here. I hate the Niners making the playoffs when the Packers do. Only team that gives me nightmares and makes me truly nervous to play. Yeah. Dude, I was at that playoff game in Green Bay. The whole blocked. I don't want to talk about it. But I was at that game, dude. That was such a fun game. I had no doubt in my mind the Packers would win that. Just at the end. And then, yeah, so the Niners give me nightmares too, 7:20 to go in the first quarter. It's 2nd and 8. Here we go. Purdy back to throw. And he's throwing it downfield for the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. And the Niners make it look easy, dude. Look, they got a little dance celebration. They planned this thing. Oh, they practiced this. Demarcus Robinson, 22-yard receiving touchdown. There's been a torn ACL injury throughout the league this year. Seems more than ever. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I feel like every team has like a severe one. And there we go. Scartbird! What's up, Philly boy? You got work today? Back and forth game. Yeah, I think that this might be a real fun one. This is how games should be. Yeah, this is literally ones that I'm doing watch parties for, and I don't. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't care because I really want the Colts to win. I don't want the Niners to win. But I think Bosa's out. I think Bosa's been out for the year. All right, we're at commercial. I'll be right back in just a couple minutes. Appreciate everyone watching. Philly boy, hello, Facebook Pete. You know what I mean? We in the building there, Facebook man. All right, I'll be right back.
Nicolet Law is a team that everyone trusts when everything is on the line because we have the resources, we have the expertise, and we care. You're fighting against large corporations, large insurance companies. If it was up to them, they would give our clients zero. And so what we do, and what I do personally, is fight to make sure that doesn't happen. We care about them and their family. It's not just about the legal services and legal representation, but it's about the person. Here at Nicolet Law, we are in your community and we're here to serve you.
All righty, we are back in action. All right, so let's see what we got. Philly boy over here. He's on Facebook, and he bounces around. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. He's all over. But I got to be careful running these. All those reindeer across the screen. I about shot my computer. Still have a tag to use. That's a good comment right there. You know what I mean? Sup, Matt and Vinny? Did DK Metcalf punch anyone in the stands yet tonight? That was a wild situation over there. People say he didn't. I don't know if he punched him, but he definitely kind of swung. And they're like, it was a slap, but no, I feel like he had his. That was a bad situation. And I know that the fan, they're saying he said some stuff. I don't know.
I saw he got suspended for 2 games.
Yeah, he got suspended for 2 games. I've seen some videos, and I didn't hear anyone yelling anything crazy, but there could have been before that, so I don't know. We're gonna find out. But I'm rooting for the Colts. Is that who we are all wanting? Yeah, the Colts for sure. I'm rooting for the Colts. We don't want the Niners to win. Philly boy, he's got to work at 10:30. That's rough. We got Johnny Boy in the building. Come on, spell my name right. Come on, Johnny Boy. 7:14 to go. Here comes kickoff. They're going to have a return inside the 10 to the 15, 20, 25. He's got a shot for a decent return, but that's some good special teams right there. Oh, the ball's on the ground. The ball's on the ground. The Niners have it. The Niners have it if this stands. Yeah, Niners have the ball right here. Oh, my goodness. If I pull for the 49ers tonight, will they be appreciative and help us out next week beating the Bears? Maybe. You know what I mean? But right now, let's look. I don't know. I feel like the Niners are going to win this game just from this first little bit. They're playing aggressive. They're getting after it. Bears want the Niners too. You're gonna have your shot. But that was a good turnover right there. Not happy about it. Game over. Fumble +6 coming. Yeah, kind of how it feels. It feels like the Niners are going to roll. As an old Phillip Rivers makes me believe that I could still play. I can't, by the way. I never could, so. All right, here we go. They're back to throw. That was a replay. And they're going to have a first down over here. And that's the Kittle. Matt, 49ers lost to Pro Bowl players for the year, Bosa and Warner. Huge loss, but they keep winning. Great head coach, Shanahan. Yeah, they keep her moving over there. You got to give them props. With injuries. 6:47 to go in the first quarter. George Kittle's 6th straight game with 20-plus yard reception, longest streak of career. Yeah, here we go, Purdy. Going to be under center. They're going to hand this thing off to McCaffrey left side, and he's trying to make something happen inside the 10-yard line. Yeah, 1st and 10, you get 6. That's usually a good time. Bears beat the Packers. Parades in the streets Monday. a.m. Packers beat the Bears. We go about our business Monday morning. One thing funny about Bears fans is they're all on Instagram responding to a video I made after the Packers beat the Bears a couple weeks ago, and they're all in the chat like commenting like I just made the video. And I'm like, dude, you guys know how to check dates? But here we go. They're going to hand this thing off to McCaffrey, left side, and he's trying to get to the corner. He's going to be shy of the first down. Oh, no, I think they might give it to him. I thought he was short. But I was wrong there, Philly boy. Yeah, dude, they got Kittle out there blocking. Yeah, maybe he was. Either way, they're going to give it to him. But it was close. If I'm ever over in Wisconsin again, I want to hop on a podcast unless we can do it via online, talk some Packers football. I do have different people on once in a while. We're going to have, I think that was a run over here, left side. 5:02 to go in the first quarter. Players are X's and O guys, not words. I don't even know what you're talking about here. Bears fans still think it's 1985, so no, they don't understand dates. Here we go, second down and goal. I think they get a touchdown right here in this play. Purdy's going to be in shotgun. Okay, the refs are shutting it down. Do you have a timeout? We do. Shanahan calls a timeout. Hey, Matt. Hey, Vinny. Merry Christmas to my favorite podcast and producer. May you both have a happy and Christmas and a wonderful New Year. Same to you, Erica. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Erica. Same to you.
Erica is the best. All right, so let's see what we got here after this timeout. 4:34 to go in the first quarter.
Erica is the cookie lady. She makes the cookies.
Yeah. Who doesn't like cookies? You know what I mean? John says go Ravens next week with the winning Lions beating Vikings and Vikings eliminating the Packers in week 18. All right. Keep dreaming there, bud. I can't wait for the day that Bears fans can rejoice beating the Packers when their starting quarterback plays a full game. You know what I mean? It's been 2018 since that's happened. But here we go. Second and goal. Purdy's in shotgun. Back that throw. He tosses it. That's going to be a touchdown for the 49ers. That's McCaffrey catching that thing. And it's 13-7 just like that. We have ourselves a ball game right here, folks. 2-yard receiving touchdown. Phillip Rivers walking around the sideline like he just got the jersey from the pro shop. Last time Packers went 9-5-1, they went to win the Super Bowl. Merry Christmas, you know what I mean? That's just a factual statement right there. Here comes the extra point. It's good. Hey, Matt, if Green Bay wins Saturday and the Bears lose on Sunday, it will go down to the last week for the division. Green Bay has to beat Minnesota, but do you really think the Lions would try to beat the Bears when both head coaches are best friends? The Lions will lay down against the Bears. They are eliminated anyways. I don't think that they'll lay down. I don't think teams do that. I don't think that that'll happen. It'll be interesting. I'm not too hopeful about the division. I don't think the Bears lose out. They have to lose 2 in a row. So we're going to see. Did I freeze? It might have been you, Rick, or Robert. Ooh, I called you the wrong name. I don't know. I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, it's still going good on this side from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, was it a good freeze? I don't like when you're a bad freeze. You're in the middle of a competition. Just freezing, you're like in some weird. You don't need that in your life. You know what I mean? You don't need it. All right. So there you go. Merry Christmas to everyone. Yeah. I'm off, this week, so I'm getting after it. See if the liver can keep up. You know what I mean?
We were actually just discussing that before we went live. Because Matt and I have been having this little mini tradition where we've been kind of toasting each other to a good broadcast, and that's when Matt said, "Hey, I'm turning you into an alcoholic." And
yeah, I was like, "You never."
I kind of felt like Kevin for a second,
He said, "Matt, are you giving Vinny extra coal for his office stove for Christmas morning?" I got the stickers in the mail. You know what I mean?
I get no heat, no heat.
I got no heat down here either. I have a heater, but you can hear it if I turn it on. and it has like a buzzing sound, so I just turn it off. But it's not real cold down here, anyways.
I get treated like the Packers at a Bears game. No heat.
Yeah, you don't need your competition to have heat. That was an interesting thing that nobody really talks about either.
Yeah. John, care to comment on that one, John?
No freeze. Robert Frost is frozen now. And then that happens sometimes when you're watching streams. You don't know who it is. But here we go. Rick, Ross, Robert, all the same. Oh, that's funny. Mini tradition of starting late, dude. You got to be fashionably late. You can't be on time all the time for stuff. You know what I mean? This is a free show.
we were discussing that. What if your watch or your clocks are like 2 minutes ahead of everybody?
What if we were actually live when the kickoff happened?
Yeah.
Usually we are for the intro's playing, but you don't need to see the kickoff all the time. You don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation. But here we go. We're going to see if the Colts, the Colts are going to have to start swinging. You know what I mean? I mean, it's early in this game, obviously, and they scored. But they can't let him get away. But here we go, 4:30 to go. We have this kickoff right here. He's past the 30. Going to get to about the 35-yard line where the Colts are going to start.
I mean, when we start the streams, I mean, we're not just getting ready to, talk with you guys. We're dealing with all the guys at ESPN, NFL Network. They're all calling us, and we deal with all that.
With everyone.
Matt LaFleur wants to know what new plays do we have drawn up,
We got Kevin over here. Matt toasting you was nothing like in New York City. Matt rolled up a. What are we talking about? I don't know.
What was that? Wait, what was that?
He's joking. But here we go. Rick, Matt, your podcasts this week are When I Know Not Christmas. Do you know what day? Tomorrow we'll be live at 7:30 p.m. Central Time talking about this. Talking about the Packers, Bears, talking about looking forward, talking about the NFC North, talking about all the things, and doing our weekly picks. We have a play right here. It's going to be short of the first down. But yeah, so tomorrow's like the last day for a few days. I'll be live. If I was early all the time, something would be wrong. Yeah, I'm on time to work because you got to be. Everything else. He said BS. I know the staff at ESPN. Dude, they're always on us. You know what I mean? Oh, here we go. Philip Rivers. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle, and that's going to be our first down. They're near the 50-yard line, about the 48. Do you have anything in the back of your mind that this could be 2010 all over again and Green Bay win it all? I do. I always say that just get in the playoffs and get hot. I think it can happen any year. This could be the year. The NFC is no joke, but it wasn't a joke that year either. Remember the Falcons? That team that everyone's like the Packers, they can't compete with them, and the Packers end up smacking them. So it can happen. Here we go. First down and 10. Rivers is back. That throw. Tosses this thing. Oh, that's going to be incomplete. Good defense right there. He thought there should have been a flag. Philip Rivers thought there should have been a flag. For Philly boy and be one traveler long, I stood and looked down one as far as I could. I'm not sure I know what's going on there. Let me try that one again. And be one traveler. Long I stood and I looked down one as far as I. That sounds like a poetry right there. You know what I mean?
That's deep.
Second down and 10 over here. Rivers is going to be in shotgun. They'll play action. Looking to throw. Dumps it off. That's going to be completed. And they're going to be a first down. So there you go. First down for the Colts. 2:57 to go in the first quarter. You having a watch party Saturday for the Packer game? Correct. Yeah, absolutely. I'll be here for the Packer game. Saturday night. Come hang out. Here we go. So now Rivers got a man in motion. Going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. First and 10. Change some stuff on the line over here. So they're at the 42-yard line about. Oh, they censoring him? All right, here, Rivers back to throw. Left. Oh, incomplete over the fingertips of this dude.
Just a bit outside.
You know what I mean? That was
and missed.
I feel like. Oh, Troy Aikman, shut up. I mean, I think it's like high school or whatever, but still, I think Bears fans are scared if they gotta face us again, and they should be. You know what I mean? He said, anyway, you butchered the delivery. There was a joke in there. I don't know what you were talking about. Anyways, here we go. First down and 10. Oh, they're going to be pitching this thing left side. He's got some blockers. He's not going to get much, so. To about he's like 20-yard line. I can't wait for the Packers to shock the world and bring the trophy home. You know what I mean? It would be wild. I mean, it was wild in 2010 when it happened. Like, you don't expect it, and then, like, you're hopeful, but, like, especially when you're, you know, in 2010 there was a 7th seed, and then to be able to take it all the way every week. But then at some point you see it, especially if the team gets hot in the playoffs, you see it and you know they will not be stopped. You know what I mean? Here we go. Rivers going to be in shotgun. 22-yard line. Back to throw. Come on, what you got, Phillip? He's going to get a completion at the first down and do about the 10-yard line. And, dude, that was a weird tackle. Seemed unnecessary.
You know, I agree with you, Matt. Yeah, because in '96, you pretty much knew they were going to win it. Just the way they were playing the whole year.
Yeah.
Like that. But yeah, in 2010, that came out of left field when they got hot like that. Yeah.
But there's been a lot of years where like they're getting it. You know what I mean? But and then it doesn't happen, and sometimes you don't think it will. Also, YouTube froze. Robert is onto something. There you go. So is YouTube still freezing right now? Because you're on Facebook. How do you know if YouTube froze? We have a run over here by the Colts. He's going to get to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Phil called me Robert Frost, so I gave him a taste of the road not taken. Oh, there we go. So holding on the offense over here. Yeah, I didn't see the flag over there, but yeah, they're taking that back. That was down at the 5-yard line. Now they're going to be at the 20. It's going to happen. That's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Dude, let them know. You know what I mean? 18 seconds to go in this first quarter. Look at both these teams. You know, look at the total yards over here. 140 for the Colts. 95 for the Niners. But the Niners just kind of went down there and made it look pretty easy. I think we're going to have ourselves I wouldn't say it could be a shootout, but I don't know. I just feel like at some point the Niners are going to pull away. But the Colts got to stay with them. And now they're going to let this clock run out. It's going to be the end of the first quarter over here. I don't like Purdy. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't like Purdy. All right, we're going to go to commercial. We'll be right back in just a few moments. You know what I mean? What's up? All righty, we are back over here. Here we go. Purdy's still living in an apartment. Is he really? Is that what they're talking about? I remember hearing that story back in the day. I figured he would have upgraded by now, but you know, I kind of respect it if that's all he needs. Yeah, where's Ivan at? We're not good enough? We're not good enough, Ivan? To pay attention to? What do you think, Vinny?
I don't know. Maybe I should summons him, I think.
Let's have a summons. I
There we
did
go.
notice that we're not live on a Matt Ramage show.
Ivan. Got to say it 3 times. Ivan. There's the 3rd time. No, he's going to show
like
up now.
Beetlejuice, you know what I mean?
Yeah, now he's going to show up.
He will. If he shows up in the next 5 minutes, I don't know. That'd be creepy.
His beard is tingling right now, so he knows somebody's talking about him. Yeah.
What's up, Dean? How you doing? Here we go. First down and goal. 9-13. It's Phillip Rivers. 121 yards and a touchdown. Let's see if the Colts can get Sam going on right here. He's going to be a shotgun. He's got a man to the left. He's back to throw. He's looking. Oh, it's popped in the air. Incomplete. Falls harmlessly to the dirt or the turf, whatever they got going on over here. Eric says, this season in the playoffs will be a good show of revenge against all the teams who kept us out last few years. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Dude, I do feel like this team is so freaking good. This Packers team is so good. Even with the injuries, I feel like they can still get it, but they just got to fix these stupid mistakes and just doing stupid stuff. You know what I mean? They find ways to lose sometimes. Just got to shut that out. I hate those glasses and all who wear them. What glasses? What are we talking about? We have a run over here by the Colts, and they're going to be about a yard, maybe 2 yards.
You get nothing.
You get nothing. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, we can't. Crack a can of hams to summons the legend that is Ivan. You know what I mean? But he does drink Coors Light, too, and I'm drinking that, so I feel like that should be enough. And Vinny Boy, he's drinking Spotted Cow. He also likes Spotted Cow. I mean, you find a beer that Ivan doesn't like. Here we go. We'll get right back to these comments over here in a second. They're down and goal, 14-20 to go in the second corner. Here comes Phillip Rivers back to throw, and he's throwing in the end zone, and that's a touchdown, bro. And he's jumping in the stands. Oh, my goodness, and it's 14-13 just like that. That was a ridiculous catch, first of all. Alec Pierce, 16-yard touchdown. But that ball wasn't Phillip Rivers' best ball. There's a flag on the play. If this comes back, that's brutal. It's on the defense, though. Yeah, there was a lot of touching going on during that catch. That's why I said that was a good catch. He kind of just took that out the air. Here we go. From the 18. Look, check this replay right here. I want to check this catch. Yeah, he was kind of all over him a little bit. But there we get touchdown. And now we have the extra points. Yep, and it's going to be good. All the comments from Phil. Here we go. Wow, very good game. We got ourselves a good Monday Night Football game right here. Old Man Rivers for the win. He still got it, Dean. You know what I mean? So 14-15 to go in the second quarter. They need red zone touchdowns instead of field goals and turnovers. Absolutely. That's the main thing about the Packers is the red zone offense. I feel like if they can fix it even by half, because they're horrible in the red zone. They're like the worst team in the league in the here. Fix that. I mean, just chip away at it. And I feel like they're going to be in better situations. Too many field goals. At least they're making them, I guess. But here we go. We're way behind the comments over here. Who doesn't like Spotted Cow? Moon Man may be their best creation. No, I drank Moon Man one day, and I had a bad situation bathroom-wise. So I never drank it again. I think it's probably my fault. I probably mixed it up. But I stuck with Spotted Cow after that. But Moon Man is like, a lot of people say that, better than Spotted Cow. But, I think it's fine beer. But, you know what I mean? Go Colts, let's go. Yeah, we got ourselves a ball game right here. They're not going to roll over. I understand the allure of those Colts jerseys, but they look like something I'd create in Madden 06. You know what I mean? Remember those I remember those days, just creating teams, jerseys. You spend half the night creating a team, and then you go to play like the first game, and like, I'm kind of tired. I think I'm just going to go to bed. Didn't even play a game. But you got your team set up, you know what I mean? Bite your tongue, Maddie. Red area, not red zone, according to Matt LaFleur. To me, it's all the same thing. You know what I mean? You get down there close to the end zone. You got to get touchdowns, not field goals. Even if you're outside the 20, I don't even care. Go, Grandpa, go. You know what I mean? Phillip Rivers got it. That wasn't the prettiest ball he ever threw, but that was a good catch. He got it to where it needed to be, though. You know what I mean? What are you thinking about this game, Vinny?
I think it's a great game because before we went live, we were sitting here thinking, that this wasn't going to be a great game, and shows we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that the Colts were going to be. I didn't get, I mean, the Colts are a good team, but I just don't have. I mean, I like Phillip Rivers, but not a lot of faith that he's going to keep up. But they are, especially when I saw the way the Niners were playing, first couple drives. But they're in this thing. I still think the Niners are going to pull away at some point. I just have a feeling. We should do some prize picks for the second half. I didn't set no prize picks up. I kind of was doing stuff today. Here we go. Likeliness that Love plays. I think it's. I fully expect Jordan Love to play. It's just me. I fully expect, and I don't think that they've really said anything against that. We're gonna have a return here inside the 5-yard line. Where is he at, the 20? He's at the 25, trying to bounce this thing left side. He's got nowhere to go. Oh wait, he found a little spot. He's past the 30. Look at that, nice return. Can you imagine that? Good special teams. Oh yeah, good game dejection this week. Vinny knocked it out of the park on this one. There you go.
Yeah, but see, okay, all right. You guys got to figure Thursday night games, Monday night games, and Packer games are like automatic. Okay,
Yeah.
we don't pick those; those just happen. So,
Yeah.
thank you for making me feel like I picked this one, but I didn't pick this one.
Yeah.
No.
When we do the prime time game, only games we pick is if it's like the Packers play Saturday night. We'll pick one Sunday or whatever. But it's fun to make fun of them anyways.
Thanks.
Hope we see the Bears again so we can eliminate them from the playoffs. Dude, absolutely, dude. That's got to be what you want. The team to beat on NFC or AFC, I feel, are the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are an interesting team. I think the whole NFC. I mean, I think the whole AFC too. I think that this playoffs, it feels different. It feels like I feel like we're gonna have one of the better playoffs we've had. Look at a lot of the games even this week. How good these games have been. The Packers-Bears game, the game last night, just really good games. We were 0-5 in the red area. Not going to win many that way. We've got to be better, and that starts with me. Same press conference after every L. I mean, but, like, what's he going to say? I get it, because he does say the same stuff all over it. But I just feel like, what are coaches supposed to say, like, when they get asked these questions? They're going to give you the same kind of coach speak. That's why I don't even watch the press conferences. I get the highlights on like Instagram or whatever, but like they're all saying the same, even the players. So no one's saying anything that's like, oh, I can't. God, I saw that. And if they do, you're gonna see it on Instagram. So I don't waste my time watching this stuff. You know what I mean? But here we go. Last Saturday when my boy was home and I was putting him to bed, we always say our prayers. I said to him, please, Lord, let our Packers do what? He said, win. Go Pack, go. Now, mind you, he's mentally challenged, but he's a smart young man. Absolutely, he is. Probably one of the smartest. You know what I mean? Go Pack, go. And shout out to your boy. Here we go. Dean, I saw DK Metcalf suspended 2 games. As long as they got the job done yesterday, all is good. Yeah, that's brutal for just talking about the football part of it. For the Steelers, DK Metcalf being out for 2 games, he's going to appeal it, but that's not good for the Steelers. They're trying to do some stuff over there. That was a stupid thing with the fan and him. I don't know all the details. I've seen everyone fighting on social media all day today about it. Apparently the dude might have said some stuff, but I saw some videos. I didn't hear anything crazy. But the video might have started after that, so who knows. Next question. There you go. Yeah, that's what he should say. Dude, like, that's the thing about coaches. I remember Bill Belichick would be all, frosty against the media. But here we go. McCaffrey run up the middle, and that's going to be a first down. Big time run right there. But I have no problem with the coaches doing that. Just saying, we're on to Cincinnati or whatever, because anything they say is kind of BS anyways. So I liked Belichick. His press conferences were entertaining to me. I mean, there's so many good coaches at the press conferences, like playoffs? Playoffs? Remember Mora? Those were good. Ditka, his press conferences were awesome. He would just beat down reporters. The reporters for that Saints team must have got paid double from every other reporter because they just get beat. But here we go. First down and 10. Purdy's going to be back that throw. He's throwing in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
Oh, you almost
That
had
was
it.
that should have been caught. That was the Jennings over there. Jay wants the Colts to win. Absolutely, me too. Hafley sounds exactly the same. Yeah, I feel like most coaches, that's what they're... Hafley's kind of different. Hafley kind of like, when you listen to Hafley talk, he kind of has like a personality. Like when you start talking ball, he gets kind of excited. I kind of listen to Halfley, and I like Matt LaFleur, but I feel like his press conferences are kind of all the same because he's just like, whatever. He's on repeat, copy paste. You know what I mean? But here we go, Purdy back that throw. He's gonna toss this thing. That's gonna be completed for first down, and that's to the 45-yard line. Dude, I don't know. The Niners are looking good right here. The Bills didn't look that great against the Browns. Yeah, they kind of snuck away one against them, but I still think the Bills are, I think they're my pick to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC. We'll find out, though. Let's get back to that comment. Oh, they're going to shut this play down. We'll get right back to it. Allegedly, some Lions fans targeted him in Detroit when he was Seahawk. Yeah, there's like some backstory on there. That's why I don't know. So they're looking if he caught this ball. It touches the ground. I don't think that's a catch. Yeah, that's not a catch. He didn't even have it when he came down. But yeah, the whole thing with that, like,
No.
they were saying that he said some things about his mom.
No.
So I kind of get that. Like, if that
No.
is the case that happened,
No.
then I get him like lashing out. But also, there's consequences for lashing out. But you're still gonna do it. Like if someone's yelling in your face, your mom's this and that. Like I say, I don't know if that's actually what happened because I didn't see no video of that. But you know what I mean? That's why it's a sticky situation. I did not, well, we really grabbed the bed in the red area. We couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Receivers couldn't catch a cold. Guys sucked it up for sure. Yeah, dude, just coming out there, but that's not gonna happen. But that's hilarious, though. Mora was the Colts coach for. Was he the Colts? Oh yeah, he was the Colts coach for the playoffs. Yeah, and Ditka was the Saints coach for all those funny ones. What did I say? I don't think I said that to him. But anyways, yeah, he was the Colts coach. Yeah, he was hilarious. They are who we thought they were. That's another good one right there. We let him off the hook. All right, here we go. Matt LaFleur, master of sound bites. I liked Mike McCarthy had some good sound bites. He'd always say stuff like stacking successes. Remember that one? We just got to keep stacking successes. I use that in my real life. Just got to stack successes. Doesn't work out all the time. But, yeah, he had some good ones, too. Who are your favorite, Vinny? Coaches kind of like whatever, lashing out or just being funny?
The ones that lashed out and were kind of funny and stuff like that?
Yeah, like what's one that sticks out for you that you like the most?
Well, the ones that you said, like when Ditka and stuff like that did that with the Saints, that was funny. And obviously, yes, that one with the playoffs, we just want to win a game, Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Ditka was so good with the Saints. It was funny because he would like call them out. He would be like, "You're an idiot. What kind of stupid question is it?" I wish maybe we'll get clips of some for a different show, but that's my favorite. Because I couldn't imagine like having a job. Maybe imagine you're like new, you're young, and like, hey, good job. Now you're credentialed. Now you get to go ask these coaches questions, and then Ditka's in there. Like, what a stupid question. You're an idiot. and
he just makes you cry.
Yeah, like I mean, it's even worse than that. So they called this thing. So it's second out, so that's no completion. They reversed it. But yeah, just imagine that. Ditka, because I'm not even giving it justice. We'll throw it up there one of these games. But those were classics. I don't have that list in front of me right now. Jim Harbaugh. Yeah, that's something Matt LaFleur could say too. I had to watch the film. Like he didn't just watch this game. But here we go. Third down conversion. 3 for 3 for the Colts. 0 for the Niners. Niners did pick it up there. I'm just kidding. They have none. No opportunities. But here we go. Purdy's going to be look at Rivers looks very concerned over there on the sideline. So they're going to be, where are they at? About the 43-yard line on here. Third down and 10. Purdy's scanning the defense. Purdy, he doesn't look like a quarterback either. Have you seen him at like a Walmart? He might work here. I don't even know. Look, Rivers, he just got there. He's already the captain. He's like, I'm the captain now. What's up, bro? You got anything to say? Get the hell out of here then. Get over here. This isn't a scenic route. His hair's stuck in the window, I think. Here we go. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Purdy now. He's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield. They're at the 43-yard line. He's got McCaffrey in motion. He's back to throw. He's stepping up in the pocket. Is he going to run it? He is. And he's going to get close to the 1st down. He goes head first. That was 3rd and 10. I think they're going to call him short. So it's going to be 4th down in just a little bit. Go back and check Jerry Burns' press conference with Minnesota. Just hilarious. Yeah, dude, those great. Those ones don't stick in my head right now, but maybe I'll do that after the game. But there was some good. Yeah, Dennis Green, the Bears rant. And it wasn't just that one. Like, that is a really good one. That's one at 6-0. But he had a lot of good ones. He was just, because those coaches are just getting murdered. But here we're going to have a rush over here, quarterback sneak, push, and that's going to be a 1st down. A lot of pushes were tushed. I can't ever say it right. Every time I try.
Did you say a lot of pushes were tushed?
Yeah, a lot of. I never say it right. Bro, should the Packers just shut it down for this year? Absolutely not. The Packers were in a similar situation in 2010, and I'm not saying that exact thing's going to happen, but it absolutely could. Like, you don't quit. That's my thing is, like, I don't understand quitting. Like, you're in a situation where you can get in the playoffs and see what happens. And the Bears, who are a team you just lost to, but you beat them. We have a run up the middle here, left side. McCaffrey's gotten loose. That's the 1st down, and he keeps it moving inside the 30-yard line. Like, we have injuries, so I get that. That's part of, like, Parsons is out. Now they didn't get a sack, but they held the Bears to 9 points throughout most of that game. Till the end, it got whatever. But I feel like that they're still a good enough team. Get some guys back, get some guys healthy, figure it out. And here we go. Now we're going to have McCaffrey up that middle for a short gain. Yeah, ain't no quitting me there, bud. Yeah, Ditka can get away with that. You're going to challenge Ditka when it comes to the football ins and outs as a reporter knows things. Yeah, he was just, yeah. And at that point, he was a legend. He went to the Saints after the Bears. Like, he was considered a legend. I think he might even left football for a little bit and then came back. I don't know the whole deal. I don't remember. But, yeah, he was just something you weren't going to challenge. And sometimes reporters ask stupid questions. And he would give them that response because he's like, what are you, stupid? You stand up all night listening to that question, thinking of that question, you idiot. Here we go. Purdy's going to toss this thing. That's McCaffrey. He's going to get a 1st down. That's not an exact quote. You know what I mean? Denny Green was awesome. Ditka is goated. Old school coaches, way better. Modern coaches take a lesson to stay non-controversial. Yeah, they're not trying to give you nothing. Even Belichick, he's an old school coach, but kind of the same thing. He's like, I'm not giving you nothing. Non-football, but Yogi Berra. I don't remember that, Kevin, and you shouldn't either. You're not that old. There we go. We're way behind the chat over here. I don't like to scan over chat, though. 4 down, Terry. Here we go. 1st down and 10. Here we go. The Niners are running this thing right side, and they're going to be close to the 10-yard line over here. All right, I got to scroll up here a little bit. Missed some of them. I'm sorry about that. McCaffrey is a horse. I remember that. He single-handedly destroyed Iowa in the Rose Bowl. Yeah, he's so good at football. And I think he's a good dude, too. Like, I saw some interviews with him and some off-field stuff. Seems like a solid dude. Yeah. Dog. Absolute dog. So here we go. Purdy's going to be under center. McCaffrey in the backfield over here. This is a 9-play drive, 58 yards, 4:33 off the clock. Play action to nobody, but he's rolling right. He's looking to throw. He gets rid of it, throws in the end zone. Oh, my goodness, touchdown. With guys there, what are we doing? George Kittle with the spike, big-time touchdown. I love me some George Kittle, but what are you doing in that situation? What's happening?
There's some Kittle and bits. Kittle and bits.
He's so good at football. He's asking for that ball. Yeah, he got that ball. It must mean something. Well, who are you? You look like the juice box guy to me. Gotta love Ditka and Will Ferrell's battle and kicking and screaming. I don't know if I remember that.
Oh, the movie, yes, with the soccer coaches. Yeah.
Here we go. The extra points up. It's gonna be good. Yeah, Parcells. Parcells was great. Like, even when he's talking to his players in practice. Yeah, Parcells one of the best. We forgot even to mention him as Yogi Berra quotes. All right, we're going to take a break over here. They're at commercials. 21-14 ball game, 9:36. I got to use the rest here, you know what I mean? We'll get one more comment in here. Dean says Iowa is in state rivalry connection. Purdy to Kittle. You know what I mean? Good play right here. Be right back.
I like it a lot.
So 26-7. Let's dance, Handler. You know what I mean? Let's dance.
Celebrate the season with Quick Rewards Holiday Haul. Unwrap the joy of free offers every day with any in-store purchase. Just add the offer to your Quick Rewards account and start saving. Don't miss out. Bring home some holiday cheer today.
Here we go. We are back, and I want to give a shout out real quick before we get back to this. Warm Kids, Wisconsin. They get coats, they get boots, and winter snow pants for the kids out here. So if you want to donate to Warm Kids, Wisconsin, check them out on social media. We got the QR code on the screen right there. But if you're able, any donation helps. You know what I mean? You can help with PayPal, Venmo, all the things. But let's help out, keep some kids warm over here. And here we go. Eric Kittle is definitely a great tight end. He's like, I feel like the standard for what tight ends want to be coming in into the league right here. Best coach friend ever was the Cubs manager, Lee Ali. I don't know if I'm saying that name right because I'm not a big baseball guy, especially the Cubs. But talking about Cubs fans, every word, yeah, that I think I do. I've probably seen that because I have seen some Cubs managers, some old videos or whatever. But I'm not a big baseball guy. But this year, we're going to do a lot of Brewer stuff. Here we go. He's at the 20, 25, he's at the 30. They're going to return this to about the 34-yard line. There's a flag on the play, though. I said a lot of words there. I feel like I'm a rapper. So this flag is here. 9:30 to go in the second quarter. Manager of the Orioles. Holding on the return teams. That's coming back.
Actually, if you wanted some good ones, go back old school from the Yankees. Billy
Martin.
Martin.
Yeah, the baseball ones are different because that happens a lot. I feel like they're throwing dirt in each other's shoes and they get after it. But yeah, there's some good ones. Even basketball, that one dude threw chairs on the court or whatever. What's up, Steve? Hey, bud, popping in to see what you think of Old Man Rivers tonight. He is kicking in big time. Love it. Yeah, dude, because I feel like the Niners are like, they're coming. You know what I mean? And the Colts got to keep up, and they are doing that. Phillip Rivers is getting after it. Never doubted him, you know what I mean? But here we go, first down and 10. Phillip Rivers going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 20-yard line. He's play action. He's looking to throw. Tosses it short, and that's going to be completion. He's trying to make some dudes miss, but not going to be able to. Well, 5-yard gain on that. Yeah, Phillip Rivers still got it. It's crazy to be coaching high school or whatever he's coaching and then pop in. Now you're over here on Monday Night Football. I like that Superman clip you showed, how he somehow turned back time to spinning the earth backwards. That's all Vinny. That's all the producer. You know what I mean? 164 yards for the Niners, 164 yards for the Colts. We got ourselves a ball game right here, folks. Second down and 4. Here comes Phillip Rivers in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Changed some stuff up over here. Here he goes. He's play action. He's going to have pressure. He's got to try to get out of it. He's not going to be able to. He's going down for a sack.
Boom. He's on his
too
back.
old to get out of sack situations.
Do you notice how gently they put him on the ground, too?
Yeah, let's not hurt this man. This is someone's grandpa right here. I'm surprised about the high score in this game. I am, but I'm not. I don't know. I really didn't make a prediction for this game, so I guess I can't say. But as soon as in the first quarter, I was like, all right, this is gonna be a game because the Niners were coming out swinging, they were coming out scoring. I had Superman posters and Superman trash can as a kid. The Christopher Reeve one, yeah, dude. Superman, first of all, Christopher Reeve one. Dude, that's a good Superman right there. Remember that scene when they had him wrapped up with the wires? But here we go. Rivers is looking to throw. It's 3rd down and 12. He's rolling to his left, and he's going to get rid of it. Can he get enough for the first down? He runs close to the 30, but that's going to be short of the first down. That was a good play right there. They got something out of it, but it's not going to be enough. It's 4th down. But, yeah, remember that in the Superman when he was, like, all getting wrapped with that wire? That's one I remember as a kid.
Was that Superman 3? That's one with the computer, right? The one
Yeah,
with
the
Richard
whole
Pryor?
computer thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched those movies in forever. But those were good Supermans.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve was the best Superman in my opinion.
Yeah, I never really got into like all of them. Like I didn't watch every Superman, every Joker, all those. I watched some, but the ones I've seen are really good. But here we go. We have a punt situation on 4th and 2, and he's kicking his thing from around the 20, and he's gonna reach. Oh, inside about the 16, 17-yard line. He fair caught this thing. That was not a bad punt, I don't think. He said, I heard Farmer's available. I don't think so. Life alert for Rivera. Groovy Christmas.
Like I said, Vinny Testaverde's available yet too. So
Sanchez. I saw so many quote unquoted professional gamblers saying to bet the under tonight. Oh, okay. It could be. I'm far from professional. I'm gonna do some prize picks for the second half. Where are we at here? We're in the second quarter.
yeah, we got 7:09 remaining in the second quarter yet.
I don't think we're one to talk there, Philly boy. I don't say just you, but me too. They don't get flagged for roughing the passer. They get elder abuse, right? That's assault, brother. Philip Rivers is 44 years old, and he recently became a grandpa, if I remember correctly. And yes, he did take his cleats out of a glass case when they called him. That's the most hilarious thing, is to take the glass, the cleats that he has, on a shrine or whatever, like special cleats for him, and then he's just like, let's break them back out, you know what I mean? Put them back in after. Take Romo out of the booth. Put me in there, put me in, coach, you know what I mean? Yeah, Steve Vick, man. I don't even think I could name one other than
growing up, I mean, Christopher Reeve was my Superman growing up, you know, from the 70s, 80s and stuff like that. But I don't know, something about that first Superman movie with Christopher Reeve, because the whole catchphrase of that was, you'll believe a man can fly when you see this. That's what they said when the movie came out.
Right.
And it was so believable back then. You watched it and you're like, wow, look at this. And he just had that look. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if I remember the first one. I just know the one like I was talking about with the wire computer stuff.
Yeah, with the computer, yeah.
I barely remember that
corny.
story.
The second one was cool with Neil before Zod, you know?
Put Matt in cold. Hey, first of all, I'm already in the cold. Please, window right here. I got it covered, but that's a window.
Oh, and I made him turn off his heater because there was too much noise in his microphone.
Yeah, we got a heater over here.
Yeah.
I finally got my heater figured out, but yeah, it sounds... You can hear it. We can't have that type of production over here on the Matt Ramage show. This is a professional show. NFL gave Philip Rivers that grandpa discount. He's like, I'll come back, but tell him not to hit me hard. First down and 10. No, Philip Rivers isn't doing anything. But here we go, 21-14 ball game. Purdy's back to throw. He's got pressure. Oh, the ball comes out, but his own teammate gets it, and he's running off left side. He's trying to get somewhere, and he's going to get to about the 20. That was the most luckiest thing. That's how you know the Niners are going to win this game. Because that ball, he got lit up. Ball is in the air, and he kind of got a piece of it, and it drops right into his teammate's hands. Who is that? Is that a tight end? I'm not even sure who that was.
Yeah, they're going to say that was a planned play. We planned that one.
Like, what I'll do, I'll get clipped. Then you catch it. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Here we go. Purdy's going to be in shotgun. McCaffrey's to his left. They're just about the 20-yard line over here. He's back to throw. He's tossing this thing left side. Oh, that's going to be incomplete, overthrown.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Is he decorating cookies? Is that what's going on? Check his Instagram. Second one was really good. Neil Tazad. I'm not sure I remember.
Yeah, and that actor who played Zod just recently passed away within the last month or two. Yeah.
Well, way to bring down the whole room there.
I'm sorry. Oh, by the way, Barry
Lois and
Manilow
my
has
son and his family are 49er fans, and at the game, he said the energy is wild. I bet it is.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Here we go. Purdy back that throw. He's tossing this thing right side. It's going to be completion of Kittle on that first down.
But there is a flag.
What was that stupid? So we got a flag over here. 6:07 to go in the second quarter. Let's see what this penalty is, though. They're slacking.
Hands to the face. On the defense.
Yeah, hands to the face over here.
See,
First
Matt,
down over here. Hey, Matt, my brother lives in Wisconsin. I'm in Chicago, and the Packers game is on here in Chicago on Peacock. But my brother said no regular TV in Wisconsin, so it's on Peacock, only Wisconsin. I thought if it's local home team, it's regular TV besides Peacock. I think if it's a home team, you get it in Wisconsin. But I think when you get around the Wisconsin border, it might get sketchy because sometimes they go in and out or whatever, like the coverages. But I'm pretty sure if it's in Wisconsin, I get all the local games. I mean, I watch on YouTube TV, but I could. It's all local here. Isn't that right, Vinny?
Yeah, in fact, I was looking it up for local because it says Peacock, but yeah, it is going to be on local stations also.
So there you go. We have a run left side here for the Niners for a couple yards. Legal hands to the face penalty declined. Here we go. San Fran and Santa Clara, now Chiefs moving to Kansas. Next up, Gary Bears. But I think the Kansas City Chiefs kind of make sense that they're in a place called Kansas. But here we go, Purdy back to throw. He's looking to go deep, I think. He's going to throw it. That's going to be completed near the 40-yard line. I'm not even sure he was touched, but maybe he was. He must have been. But yeah, I think the Chiefs kind of a name. You know what I mean? My favorite Supermans were Christopher Reeves and Henry Cavill.
He was good.
Probably did the best job. Gene Hackman and Richard Pryor were probably the best villains. Yes. See, that Gene Hackman, Richard Pryor one, that's my stuff right there. That's one I remember. I don't know the way that the coverages work. But here we go. Purdy's going to hand this thing off. No, it's play action. He throws it, and that's going to be inside the 25-yard line. That Kittle, baby. Closer to 20. The Niners are rolling, dude. Well, he lived Crivets. Maybe that's why. Maybe he looked it up. No regular TV, he said. Yeah, I know Crivets. He should get in Crivets. Should be local if you got any type of local channels or whatever. Kittle doing damage. I used to live in Crivets. Fun fact. You know what I mean? First down and 10. 5 catches, 78 yards for Kittle right here. Now we got Purdy in shotgun. They're inside the 25. He's back to throw. He's going to get it off. That's going to be a first down. And the Niners offense will not be stopped. Inside 3:30 to go in the second quarter. AFC Championship game, I hope, is Bills and Jaguars. That'd be interesting. I think that'd be a good one. I do think that it'd be good to have one of those. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Be a little bit different for the Super Bowl from the AFC side. It's going to be anyways because the Chiefs are out of there. What are they wearing? This is like Power Ranger helmets. Here we go. Purdy's under center. He's got a man in motion. They're going to try to run this thing right here, and that's what they're going to do. Right up the middle, he pitches it to McCaffrey. He's going to get down to about the 7-yard line. What were those guys wearing, you think, Vinny? Those helmets.
Which one is that? I'm sorry?
Those helmets those guys were wearing. Those fans.
I didn't see. I'm sorry. Helmets? I'm trying to find a display to show people how to watch the Packer game for the local channels and stuff.
Oh, okay. Do that.
I'm sorry. So that's why I wasn't paying attention to that. I'm sorry.
You're all good. I was just curious what the hell those were. The prison in Crivets? No, dude. My parents used to have like a little spot up there. A little land, you know what I mean? Then I lived there for a little bit after. But here we go. Purdy back that throw. He's tossing this thing right side to McCaffrey. And they're not going to let him get anything on that.
Nothing.
Might be a short loss even. They are still going to be in Kansas City, just the Kansas side. If it goes through, Kansas City is in both states. Yeah, so I don't think that one's a huge deal. Peacock is NBC. So, yeah, it should be on NBC.
Yes, that is
locally.
true. Yeah.
We got 2-minute warning over here. I don't know what we're doing. So here we go. We're at 2-minute warning. We're at commercial. Hammer the chat. What you want to talk about? Say some stuff. You know what I mean? 338 folks watching live right now. Across all the places. Appreciate y'all. Oh, we got. I think is Shadrow watching? Has Shadrow commented yet? I don't remember. I don't remember seeing Shadrow.
I don't remember seeing it. No.
But we got the one Twitcher, so could be.
I think we might want to do a wellness check on Ivan. We did the.
Should I text him?
We tried to summons him. Yeah.
Should I make him a video live off my phone and text it to him?
We should. Yeah. Just do something.
Where the hell you at?
We're just
Bears
concerned
still in
about him,
Chicago. Yeah. Just the Bears suck is all I know.
So yeah, okay. So here we go. I see it
know.
right now. So the Packer game, right? It says it's a Peacock exclusive, but it will stream nationally on Peacock, right? But it will air locally in Wisconsin on NBC affiliates.
So there you go. If you're in Wisconsin, you got it. NBC. Watching the game, working on an Afghan. There you go. Get after it. I want to see what you make. He said, yes, Peacock app, but not broadcast NBC. I think in Wisconsin it is, though. That's what they're saying. Not everywhere. He said, go grab Ivan. He's probably doing something, you know what I mean? That's how we got to get more views. We just go get people. Hey, go watch this thing. 3rd down and 6. Okay, we're coming back from commercial. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Here comes Purdy. He's in shotgun. He's got McCaffrey in the backfield. They're about the 7-yard line. Now he's got Kittle to his left as well. He's back to throw. He's tossing into the end zone. That's the Kittle. Almost one hand grabbed that thing.
Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
4th down and 6. Allison, what's up? Sorry, just 2 minutes. All right, better late than never. You know what I mean? Yeah, he wasn't able to get a hold of that thing. So, Matt, next year when we play the Bears, will you say Chicago or Gary Bears? It depends where they are at the time, you know what I mean? But if they're in Indiana, they're in Gary, Indiana, I'm definitely calling that. I might even make some shirts for them, you know what I mean? 4th down and 6, and they're going to have ourselves a field goal. It's up. It's going to be good. Well, there we go. Kick was coming, and kick was good. Oh, we were heady on that one, Philly boy. Oh, we were heady on that one. I like to see Matt use both quarterbacks. What do you think? I hear a lot of people saying it. I just don't think. I think they kind of think that their offense is good enough to not do like those trickeration type things. I wouldn't be against it if they did, because I think Malik Willis. But I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna, I get it. Like if there was a good game plan, a good play, but I'm not sure what you would do. You're gonna, throw to him. What are you gonna do? I think would be my question. I refuse to pay for Peacock. Too many streaming services as it is. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I have Peacock. I've had it for a while. My son uses it for different shows. I think it's like $8 a month or whatever. So I've always had it. I like every streaming service there is. I don't even watch that much TV. And I got YouTube TV. Like you can watch anything in this house. It's all the same crap though. You spend like an hour scrolling through that Netflix, then just fall asleep. That's what happens. 151 to go in the second quarter. 24-14 ball game. The Niners are trying to separate themselves a little bit, and the Colts have to get after it right here if they want to stay in this thing. You work with my friend Lisa. Answer my question. I think did I miss your question? Oh, okay. Well, I scroll up over here. We have a touchback. So what do we have to do to get the seed or the wild card? The Packers win out. They're going to be in the playoffs. If the Packers win out and the Bears lose out, the Packers can win the NFC North. But the Packers have like a 96% chance of making the playoffs. They're going to do it. I think they only have to win one.
We just need to win one game to get in the playoffs. That's it.
So they technically just have to win one. But I say they should win both.
I agree.
On a good note. Go on a little streak. But shout out to Allison over there. You know what I mean? But here we go. First down and 10. They just keep showing the family. They got the grandkids out there. They got a lot going on over there. Here we go. Phillip Rivers gonna be in shotgun. He's play action, looking to throw, and they're yeeting this thing down the field, and that's gonna be incomplete. He put it inside, and he was outside. And either one of them should have done the opposite. You know what I mean? One of them did something wrong. They're right, you know. Lions lose to Minnesota on Christmas Day. We are in. Yeah, there's also other situations where the Lions lose and whatnot. So, yeah, the Packers are going to be in the playoffs, though. You know what I mean? They're going to be in the playoffs. Unless they have a total, absolute meltdown collapse. And then nothing goes their way. But second down and 10. Here we go. Phillip Rivers. He's going to be in shotgun over here. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to try to run up the middle. Not going to be a lot there, about 3 yards.
Okay, another little update for the TV thing for next Saturday. If you're in the Green Bay market, the game will be on NBC 26, that WGBA TV. Milwaukee market will be TMJ4, and the Madison or like Janesville market will be WMTV Channel 15, from what I'm seeing. That's what I see so far.
Now you know. Oh, we definitely need the 49ers to lose. That'd be good. I don't know if we need it, but it's always beneficial. Especially when the seating starts getting stacked up over here. We go Phillip Rivers and shotgun. Back to throw. He's got a pocket. Throws it left side. Is he going to go get it? Popped in the air. Incomplete. There's a flag on the play, and I think it's going to be against the 49ers. They're going to be pass interference. What are we thinking here? Let's see the replay right here. Yeah, that's a good route right here. I don't know. He does, yeah, he hooks his arm. He hooks his arm so he couldn't get his left hand up. That's pass interference. What about Minneapolis St. Paul market, Vinny? I'm not sure it's going to be on there. I think you got to get Peacock for that.
Yeah, I think anything out of Wisconsin is going to be Peacock, but I'll double check. Give me a minute here. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be local for the two teams who are playing. Here we go. Rivers going to be in shotgun over here. He's got a man to his right there, close to the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Throws it right side, complete. That's going to be a first down inside near the 25-yard line. I think he's going to be out about the 26. Ivan is probably busy playing a mall Santa somewhere. You're a Vikings fan, Timmy, so you get nothing. I like that he's playing mall Santa somewhere. He should be, you know what I mean? I was thinking next winter or next Christmas, I'm going to go donate and be one of the bell ringer people. And maybe get some few other people that I know and do that. But maybe early on, so maybe it's not so cold. Maybe get Ivan. So I was thinking, we get Ivan. He looks like Santa Claus, you know. People donate all types of money. Here we go. First down and 10. Here we go. Phillip Rivers going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run it up the middle. He's got a little bit of room. Runs into a wall. About 3 yards. They're not able to really get anything over there. How about Northern Wisconsin? Northern Wisconsin, it should be NBC. Whatever NBC channel you have over there, whether it's WBA or what is it, NBC, W, whatever it is. You know how they go. But, yeah, whatever NBC you got over there.
What I'm seeing in Minneapolis, what is that, KARE 11 or something like that in Minneapolis? It says right here that right now it says Peacock, but there is a chance that you may have it on your local NBC affiliate for the game on Saturday. But to check it, I would say check it by Christmas or whatever. Check the schedule on their website, and it might be on there. So,
yeah, there you go. Yeah, Kevin will come with. You know, we'll ring some bells over there. But, yeah, so we had a penalty over here, so it's second down and 12 now. He said, Kev, no bell ringing. No Vinny either. Not now. Dude, I'm tempted to do it. I'm tempted. It's going to be on NBC because I live in Indiana, and it's WTHR for the people that listen to your show here in Indiana. There you go. Second down and 12. Here we go. Phillip Rivers back to throw. He tosses it short. Does he have enough room? He slips through to the 20, and he gets a big chunk of that. That's going to be third down and short over here. We got Ivan in the building. We have called him, and he has came. What's up, Ivan? You know what I mean? Oh, that was an accident there, Philly boy. But what's up, Ivan? Everyone was talking about you. Everyone misses you.
Sorry. My finger slipped on that too. I'm sorry.
Ivan just finished his dinner. Coming soon, shortly. Hey, he was already here. You know what I mean? Shout out to Philly boy. He went and lectured him. Get in there. That's how I get views in the show. We just DM people. Third down and 4. Here we go. Phillip Rivers going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Phillip Rivers back to throw. Oh, he tosses this thing right side. He can't get under it. That's going to be incomplete. Big time third down. Just missed.
Be quicker than that.
Had a little pressure on him, though. Oh, Phillip Rivers is big time mad. Dude, I like Phillip Rivers, though, like his mic'd up stuff because he's just a trash talker. I'm not sure he's talking much trash today, though. You know what I mean?
So did Ivan just get done being a mall Santa? Is that where he was?
That's what people decided on, Ivan, that you were doing the mall Santa thing. Here comes the field goal, 39-yarder. It's up. It's going to be good. Phillip Rivers is he's a young man doing his best. Get off him. Ivan, we thought you were at the mall as a Santa, or my bet was at a concert. Yeah, Kevin said concert, which makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure you do concerts on Mondays, so I don't know. Sometimes I bet he does. But here we go. No concert tonight. So we go 17 seconds to go in the first half over here. Next year, Ivan, me and you, a couple other people, will get a crew, and we'll go ring some bells to raise money. You know how they do that? I think you can just volunteer for it. Do it early on, though, so it's not so cold. You know what I mean? But here we go. We're close to halftime over here. They got the college football playoffs coming up over here. I don't care about that stuff, though. Here we go, Deb. Don't get the game here in Illinois. Not paying for Peacock. Can I come to your house and watch with your wife? I'll ask her. Early bird dinner turns into late bird dinner if the wings are clipped. All right. All righty then, Philly boy.
Is Philly eating fortune cookies or something like that?
I don't know. He's like talking in like this game ain't long as you think. Whatever.
Confucius say yes.
Good game this is.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do it better. Here we go. We're going to have a return from inside the 5-yard line. The Niners are taking this thing. He's going to get to 30, 35, 40, and he kind of busts this thing to about the 41-yard line. And the Niners do have 2 timeouts. How cocky they feeling? They think they want to try something with 11 seconds here? Brock Purdy tonight, 12 of 16, 151 yards, 3 touchdowns. Oh, yeah, we should do some prize picks before. I'm just going to start hitting buttons over here for the second half. Then we'll see. Because NFL second half over here. Phillip Rivers, 112 and a half passing yards. I'm going to take the over. Christian McCaffrey, I'm going to take the over. 63 and a half rushing yards in the second half. I don't know who that guy is. Let's do that. George Kittle, take the over on that. Jonathan Taylor. Oh, what we got going on here? Purdy looking. He's throwing it downfield. That's going to be completed. Out of bounds. 3 seconds to go. Career-long field goal. He's about 5 yards short of that. Okay, one more we got to take. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it says cannot pick the same player twice. Oh, who did I got? I'll check this out at halftime. So we're going to have a big field goal right here. I think I got George Kittle on there twice. 59-yard attempt. I'm going to do that at halftime. Dude, this is the big one. 64-yarder. Hear it up. It's good. Or it's up. It's up. Is it long enough? It hits the goalpost. Oh, my goodness. That was a big old doink, bro. San Francisco receives in the second half. Dude, that was a 64-yard doink out. That was so close.
He almost got it. Yeah.
He did. Ivan says, I'm not certain how much my wife spent on Christmas, but I will have to calculations rolling Christmas morning. You know, that's what you do. People are opening presents, like, what was that? What was that? Is that a new one? Oh, that gotta be. Start doing math in your head.
His back pocket where his wallet is going to get hot.
Yeah, I got my wife this like really fancy coffee pot that she had. I told you this the other day. She had it in her cart on Amazon. So I just went through there and bought a bunch of stuff that she wanted, and that was like expensive. But then they just brought it and they just threw it in the porch in the box. So she got it right away. Now she's all jacked up all the time, just snorting coffee. But anyways, we're gonna step away here from it. I'm gonna make my halftime prize picks. And we shall return in a few minutes. I appreciate everyone rocking with us. We have 348 people watching right now. You know what I mean? If you step away during halftime, be sure to come back. You know what I mean? We're going to have a good time. Yeah. Go back. We'll be back in a few minutes.
That boy is good.
Good and terrible.
Today, Junior? Well, we're waiting.
I think what clients appreciate most about their experience with Nicolet Law is just the way that we've handled their case. What we're able to do with our level of expertise is really level that playing field and say, no, here's what you need to give us because here's what's been taken from our client. If you've been injured in the Midwest, call Nicolet Law. We truly care about our clients, and we work very, very hard to make sure that we hold insurance companies and large corporations accountable for what they take from our clients.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that times 4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
Hey kids, do you hate the Bears? Do you like Mad Ramage? Now you can do both by wearing this cool merch. Order yours today.
What is up, everybody? We are back over here. You know what I mean? Hammer the chat. What you want to talk about? This is an interesting game right here. We got a 24-17 ball game where second half starts in 6:53 over here. So let's get back to that chat over here. Jesse's in the building. Hopefully you're still here. You know what I mean? What's up? Hey, Matt and Vinny. How you doing, Jesse?
Hey,
One
Jesse.
of our more loyal watchers right there, Vinny.
Yes, yeah, he's always here. How you doing, Jess?
How you doing? Ivan says, sorry for being late. Hey, better late than never. You know how many people got late?
Yeah, you should be sorry. I'm
Sorry.
giving you crap. I'm teasing you, Ivan.
That's what you're doing. That coffee is life. Yeah, my wife, I think she might have one of the all-time great coffee makers. Like, you can put the beans in it and crush it and make it. You can make, like, cappuccinos. Like, there's nothing coffee-related that you can't do on this thing. It's basically like a robot.
See, when Ivan was late, everybody's looking for Ivan. You know, like, there's regulars that everybody looks for.
Yeah, even if I wasn't here, they wouldn't even looking for me.
Yeah.
Cool Christmas graphic, Vinny. You know what I mean? Vinny getting it up.
Oh,
Right
thanks. Here. I got this for you guys, too. Here, check this out.
Yeah.
There
Look at
you
that
go.
big head right there. Bringing the Christmas cheer over here. Oh, that rhymed, dude. I'm telling you, I could write a Dr. Seuss book like that.
Yeah. Drinking the beer, bringing the Christmas cheer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Drinking beer, bringing Christmas cheer. What do you hear?
It brings joy all year.
You know what I mean? We work together. We'll get something figured out.
Yeah. It could be, I'm going to call Hallmark. Should
Showing
make
the highlights
cards.
over here, this Vikings game. 16-13 over the 2-13 Giants. I mentioned that, you know what I mean? But here we go. So what about this ball game we got going on here, Deb? You know what I mean? I'm not going to go through all those stats because who cares? You know what I mean? 250 yards, though, for the Niners and 194 for the Colts. That's one way to judge the game. One turnover the Colts had. 11 first down for the Colts and 16 for the Niners. The rest of it, you know what I mean? Time of possession, pretty similar. 16 minutes, 13:54. So there you go.
I think the only two differences is that turnover and the penalties. Otherwise, they're both playing about equal. Yeah.
Yeah, they are. And we're going to see what they got here in the second half. It's going to be a good finish. What is this about Green Bay versus Bears Christmas Eve? No.
What?
No, I don't know what that is. They don't play Christmas Eve. They are donezo playing until the playoffs, possibly.
Yeah, there's a good chance we could beat them in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, but not Christmas Eve.
No.
Now the Packers are a better team. They are just clumsy, and Bears are dirty. And yeah, that's the thing is the whole thing with that game is the Packers made mistakes and the Bears capitalized on most of them.
Yep.
And that the Packers made a bunch of mistakes to end that game, and the Bears just capitalized on it. So I don't even think the Bears are dirty. Even that hit on Jordan Love, I don't think it's dirty in the sense that I don't think he like went out there and like I'm gonna smash his head or whatever. But like Bears fans who are acting like that's not a penalty, like it's not a that's clearly helmet to helmet. You can't do that. But I don't think it was like where he's I'm gonna go hurt their quarterback. I don't.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, he didn't say, "Oh, I'm taking Jordan Love out," but he did lead with the helmet.
Well,
You're
yeah,
not really supposed to do that.
Definitely was a penalty, and I mean, who knows what happens with the league or whatever. But someone in the chat mentioned it. Okay, yeah, no, the Packers play the Ravens next Saturday, and then they play the Vikings. But yeah, maybe the Packer and Bear fans have a scrap scheduled though for Christmas Eve. They're getting wild over there on social media. I've actually been kind of staying out of it a little bit because Bear fans just get crazy. It's like, all right, the game's over. Maybe it's because they lost. Let me just bow. No, I was getting after them a little bit because it's always funny. Cause, like after the Packers lose, Bears fans will like tag me like, "Oh, why are you so quiet?" Like I literally post every day, all the time. I'm live almost every night. Like, what are you talking about being quiet? I'm one of the more loud people on social media. Not that I say like everyone hears me, but I'm yammering. Even more people.
And then they comment on your post from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the thing with Instagram. The Packers beat the Bears. I made a video, and I was kind of joking around, making an eye joke about Parsons getting held all the time. And they're commenting on it today like I just made it. It's like, you guys can't read a date, dude. They're like, "Oh, this didn't age well." I'm like, "It aged perfectly, bro. The Packers won that game. What are you talking about?" And I made it after they won that game. You know what I mean? So like, it was just but you know how Bear fans are. The Bear fans are so brutal right now. Not all Bear fans, but a good majority of them are insane. Yeah. I know Bear fans on social media who are actually cool. So I don't like trash Bear fans like that. Like I think it's a good fan base. I have a prop for it because that's how you win games. The other team makes mistakes, you benefit off it too.
They took advantage of those mistakes. They did what they were supposed to do. Yeah.
They were showing highlights how Myles Garrett, dude, is almost like the Mike Trout of NFL. Talented ways on the Browns. Yeah, he is so good, dude. He gets like assaulted on his holds. Like you see him, they're just like getting after him. I posted yesterday saying thank you, Aaron Rodgers, for helping the Packers out with their playoff run. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers did him a little favor yesterday. Helped him in the playoff seeding. Now the Packers got to do their part. In 2010, Rodgers also went down with a concussion in December. Similarities, you know what I mean? Bears fans being Bears fans. That's what they do.
Yeah, true.
I enjoyed rooting for A-Rod yesterday. Brought back memories. Yeah, I do like watching games that the Steelers are playing that you can kind of root for Rodgers. I still got all the love for Rodgers, got the Packers a ring and made really like what we do, like me for like being a Packers content creator. Aaron Rodgers helped every Packers content creator for all those years because they were always relevant. You're always able to talk about them, be hopeful in the playoffs, even though they got that one ring. But like every year was hopeful. Every year it was a playoff situation. Makes making content a lot easier when your team is good than if you're like, your
5 letters here.
4 or 5 wins every year.
It's for everybody out there in Packerland and yourself today. RELAX. Relax.
Here we go. Ivan, 7-0 loss to the Lions. What are we talking about?
Roar.
I don't know what that was.
Roar.
Years ago, my hubby and his brother went to a Packers-Bear game and got spit on and beer poured on them. Never went back to Soldier Field after that. That's great. I've heard some stories about Soldier Field. I know certain people that go to the games at Soldier Field, and they always go with a Bears fan because some of their fans are just so crazy. We have a return here from the 5-yard line. He's at 20, 25. The Niners going to start this thing off about the 36-yard line. Oh, we got a little scrapperation going on.
I see it.
They broke him up pretty quick. No, back to the booth. Like, you don't need to see that.
Yeah, they cut the camera. Come on.
How can you hate Rodgers? He's a savage with the media and genius on the field. Yeah, he's just he's entertaining. You know what I mean? His trash talk. You see him like I forget what game was that last night or that That Lions game. Yeah, it was a Lions game. He was just yelling at the sideline. And someone's like, "Get your old ass out of here." I think it was. I forget what game it was, but that was like the funniest thing ever. Someone on the other sideline to get your old ass out of here. Here we go. Purdy back to throw over here. The middle of the field. That's gonna be completion past the 50-yard line, and that is George Kittle. The Gary Bears still suck. I'd buy that hoodie. Yeah, we should do that. Mental screenshot. I'll just remember that. Here we go. But yeah, George Kittle, dude. You're gonna hear his name for the rest of the evening. What's up? How you doing? Go Pack, go! Absolutely. Kittle doing Kittle things. Absolutely. Ivan says, last time I was at Soldier Field, I sat next to Vince Vaughn. No kidding. That's awesome. We have a run here. McCaffrey gonna get tripped up. Not much of a gain over there, buddy. Are you serious? That is Vince Vaughn. I want to hear about that. I've talked to you a lot of times. You never told me that story. I feel like you have good stories, and you just yammer about other stuff. I'm just kidding. Who caught the Steelers player flipping the bird? I don't think I've seen that. But here we go. Purdy back to throw. He's looking left, going to throw it short. He cannot make anyone miss, and that's going to be a loss. So it's going to be about third. I would guess about 12.
You get nothing.
Third and 9. Oh, 3rd and 8. I was way off. I didn't think that was a gain at all. See the clip of Rodgers yelling during pre-snap? What the hell are you? Yeah, dude, when he had a guy going in motion, he's like, what the hell are you doing? That was beautiful. That was hilarious. I actually seen that just this afternoon. That was funny. Here we go. 3rd down and 8. 13-15 to go in the third quarter. Here comes Purdy. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. This guy's holding the defense sign. You know what I mean? That's kind of old and played out. You got to get more creative. But they're going to be a completion. Oh, is that Jennings? That's going to be a first down. I think my prize picks are probably already ruined. You know what I mean? I made some prize picks. We'll talk about it later. I did. He didn't say much because we kicked him. Dude, you were sitting next to Vince Vaughn? Is that the same person I'm thinking of? I'd have been talking to him. What's that, bro? But Greg said, let's see teams that should fire their coaches based on not making the playoffs after making the playoffs last year. Kansas City, Detroit, Baltimore, Minnesota, and more. That's some Packer fans want every week. We're going to have Purdy rolling to his left. He's going to throw this thing. That's Kittle, first down inside the 10-yard line. What the 5? Yeah, I don't think there's any chance that Kansas City will. But yeah. That is the mentality like a lot of fans have. You miss the playoffs, like fire everybody. But one of my favorite things about Rodgers is that he's able to see what the outcome before it even happens. Make sure I'm not missing a play here. That was a replay. That was a good play right there. Yeah, you know what I mean? I forgot where I was. Before it happens, because with him being in the league for 21 years, he's seen everything. Yeah, that's a good thing. Like Favre used to talk about it too. But we're gonna have a handoff over here. McCaffrey, he gets pulled back. There'd be no gain right there. But Favre used to talk about that too. I feel like when you do get to that level, when you've been playing so long, like you've seen everything. Like you kind of know what's happening before it happens. You might lose a little bit physicality, maybe running or whatever how it be because you're old. But I feel like you gain a little bit in knowledge. Here we go. 49ers are going to tear the Bears a new one. Dude, I absolutely believe that. The 49ers are a good football team right here. And we got Purdy right here. He's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's at the 4-yard line. He's got a man in motion. That's McCaffrey. And he's going to be looking to throw. And he's rolling to his right. He's looking downfield. He's got to get rid of it. He had some fast humans.
Just a bit outside.
They were on, dude. They were like, yeah, you better get rid of that thing. Bury the lead, Ivan. I don't know what we're talking about. Are you slower than a 42-year-old exchange versus a D lineman yesterday priceless? I'm definitely slower than everyone on the field at all times. I get outrun by kickers. Yeah, dude. Dodgeball Vince Vaughn. And you just sat there and didn't say nothing. Oh, here we go. Touchdown for the 49ers. And that's going to be a quick pass over here. 30-17 ball game. That was to Jennings. Quick pass side of the end zone over there. And I can't get past this right here. Ivan was sitting next to Vince Vaughn on an airplane and didn't say anything because he's a Bears fan. It couldn't be me. You know what I mean? Put that aside. But here we go. 30-17 ball game. Vince Vaughn's awesome, dude. That guy's hilarious. Yeah, so Purdy back here and just tossed the thing. It was right side. Just right in the end zone. Good play. The funny thing with Bears fans is we are praying to see them in the playoffs over the Eagles. You know what I mean? That's going to be extra point. Yep, and good. Absolutely. I want the Bears. Bears are going down. All right. They're going to commercial. We're going to go to commercial. Let me catch my breath here a little bit. You know what I mean? We have 433 people watching live right now. I appreciate y'all watching. 31-17 ball game. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful. I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
Mm-mm.
All righty. We are back over here. 435 people watching for Monday Night Foosball. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. You know what I mean? We're going to have a good time over here. Purdy, 4 touchdown passes tonight, dude. I think the Niners might beat the crap out of the Bears. They play the Niners next?
I think they're gonna. I can.
What time do they play? What's the game info on that?
I'm bringing it up on my other screen
there
here.
There we go.
Quick.
Vinny's on it. You know what I mean? So we have third quarter right here, 10:58 to go, 31-17 ball game. Niners looking good, playing good football right now. Colts are a good team, you know. But what you got?
So it is the Sunday night game next week. Bears at 49ers.
There you go.
So we haven't made a decision on a Sunday because we're not sure what on your schedule yet. So it might be a thought.
I gotta see I gotta see. I don't know. I gotta see if I can. I got some stuff going on, but
we'll definitely let you guys know. Just pay attention to Matt's social media. We'll definitely inform you. So
yeah, we have a big return here to the 36-yard line by Owen over here by the Colts. But yeah, I gotta figure it. I gotta talk to my wife, make sure family stuff, Christmas stuff going on. But here we go. This is, dude, we got ourselves a good ball game right here. And that's going to be a good game, Niners versus the Bears, too. That's going to be good. That'd be a fun one to watch. Ivan is here. Can we replay the game from the first? We got to start over. Shadro, reveal yourself. We'll get back to that one here. Shadro 9-5, reveal yourself. What are you doing? If Ty Warren can get a touchdown at this point, my parlay turns $5 into $76. Let's freaking go. We need that. We need that. I got one going on. We'll check this out in a little bit. First down and 10 over here. Phillip Rivers. They're at the 35-yard line. He's under center. He's going to hand it off, and he's trying to bounce it right side. Nothing going to be there. I think I took the over in a bunch of stuff, so I'm probably going to get wiped. What are we doing here? All right, so I got George Kittle. He's the only one that did anything for me so far. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't think I'm going to get any of those. But we have a flag over here. Let's see what they're talking about. Unnecessary roughness after the play. 15-yard penalty. Lenore. They always look so confused. Let's check this replay. Oh, he came in and tried to punch the ball out. Yeah, he tried to punch the ball, but his arm, I guess you're not supposed to do that. Here we go. Bears will get hammered. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. After the Bears move to Gary, they will be broadcast exclusively on Ocho after the squirrel water skiing. Here we go. First down and 10. Phillip Rivers is going to hand this thing off. He's going to run it up the middle, and that's going to get to about the 48. Not a lot there. It's going to be second down and about 8 over there.
And I love how Dean said after the squirrel water skiing. So they're still not good enough to go on before the squirrel water skiing.
Comment right there. 49ers are quietly sneaking in playoffs and look like contenders. I mean, yeah, they're a 10-win team right now. But yeah, I think that they will be a problem come playoff time. Ivan says I need more beer. You got plenty. Just go out in the garage. Here we go. Phillip Rivers shotgun, empty backfield. He's gonna be back to throw. He's tossing this thing middle of the field. That's going to be completed down to the 35-yard line. Oh, wait. No, incomplete. The ball is out. No, they're saying it's a catch and drop, but then they jump back on top of it. But here we go. Go do that game, Matt. 2-11, 4 teams. What are we doing? I'm not sure I read that right.
They're saying that if you can do that Sunday night game is what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Here we go. First down and 10. They're going to challenge this thing. But yeah, I got to talk to my wife to see what we got going on. Go away, Super Mac. That's the opposite of what you usually say. We're going to have to put that on the screen permanently. Yeah, his elbow's down. I like how he says that. That challenge will be unsuccessful. Hello, who is it?
It's Super Mac.
Yeah, it's a dumb challenge. They're going to commercial. It's 9:13 to go in the third quarter. But here we go. Here we go. It's 31-17 ball game. That challenge. Let me know in the chat. What do you think? But I think that's he's just down.
Actually, Philly, I wanted to ask. We do that doorbell and you say it gets your dogs going, but I never asked, what kind of dogs do you have?
See, that's the thing about Vin. He cares about stuff like that.
No, because I do like dogs. I'm a cat person, but I do like dogs. But I'm curious to what kind of dogs he has. Yeah.
Never floated around my brain. I don't even know what type of dog my dog is. He's annoying. I know that for sure. Not real bright.
He's annoying.
My dog doesn't even play with dog toys. You give him a dog toy, he doesn't even play with it. Then he'll like chew on a piece of bread for like a whole day. Like he'll have a piece of bread in his mouth, and then you'll like try to take it, and he'll like won't give it up. But he won't eat it. He'll just carry it around. And then finally, I think he eats it. But anyways.
And then you have your cat that loves you that tries to trip you all the time.
I locked that thing up.
So now I can see why the doorbell makes them bark. Yeah. Okay. All right, Philly. I do apologize then a little bit there. Then yeah.
No, I do not. Matt and Vinny, a wild Super Bowl would be a Packers and Jaguars or Packers Bills. Jaguars would be interesting. They can squeak in. They can figure that thing out. But yeah, I like both those. I take both of them. I think the Packers Bills would be just legendary. Just the fan base, the party that would happen over there. It'd be awesome. Hollers, dude.
Oh yeah, you make any noise, beagles are loud, man. They love to make noise. Yeah.
I think my dog was a beagle or part beagle. I used to have a beagle, I think. I don't know. I don't know dog types. There's so many different dog types. Just a dog. I like dogs. I'm not saying that like just a dog, but I'm saying I don't ever know. I think mine is a Springer Spaniel. Dumb as hell though. You know, like it literally, like you give him a toy, like we spend money on toys and like give it to him, like squeaky toys, and that dude won't squeak it. Like, he doesn't know how. He's not interested.
You should do game predictions with 2 bowls.
That's what it is too. Whenever my wife has like sourdough bread, they like pull it off the shelf or whatever. I mean, not usually. It's not like it's something that happens a lot, but there's times when he'll get a hold of something. And he just won't let it go. He's like, it's a toy. I'm just going to hang out with this thing for a while. I'm like, bro, it's getting hard. First down and 10. Here we go. Phillip Rivers under center. He's going to hand this thing off. He's trying to run it right side a little bit. Not a lot there, about 3 yards. Yeah, my dog isn't the brightest one, you know what I mean? End of the Taylor show. What are we talking about? We talking about the running back over here? I don't know what we're talking about over here. We have a beagle, and she is a loud one. Yeah, they get loud. Yappy. 2nd down and 7. 8:36 to go in the third quarter. Here comes Phillip Rivers. Shotgun. They got about 33 yards to go to the end zone. He's got a man in motion. He's back to throw. He's got to have pressure. Gets rid of it. Incomplete.
Oh, you almost had it.
His passes
be quicker
aren't
than
really that, spirally. You know what I mean? He got some wobblers out there, but he does that pressure pretty instantly in some of those plays. A great finish to the game. Colts come back to give Rivers first win in forever. Yeah, I like it. That would be something. But, man, the Niners are looking good right now. Rivers is the Patches Houlihan of the NFL. I'm not sure I understand the reference. Vinny, explain it. Hang on a second. Phillip Rivers in shotgun. 3rd down and 7. Play clock's down to 2. He's got a man in motion. Ball is snapped. In fact, that throw's got pressure. Incomplete. So what is that reference there?
The Patches O'Houlihan? Remember in Dodgeball? He was the coach, the guy in the wheelchair.
I just don't remember the name. You see? Everyone else enjoyed it. I'm not good with names. I'm going to say never give up on the Packers team. Even if Jacobs is the quarterback, go Pack, go. Let's ride this team. I don't think that's any situation where that happens. Like when they say that, I don't think that they're going to go into a game where it's like Jordan Love's the starter, and then we have a bunch of emergency quarterbacks. They would have another quarterback ready if Malik Willis couldn't go. And I think he's going to go. He's sore, but I think he'll be all right. There you go. Eric's got 2 Huskies. I used to have, speaking of dogs right here, this is my dog, Finley. He died, though, last year. Now, here we go. Field goal, 51-yarder. It's up. It's going to be good. A little dusty. But there you go. That's Finley. We got him back here. He played with toys. You know what I mean? Big fan of the toys, the squeaky ones. You know what I mean?
Well, he was the smart dog, right?
Yeah, he would just go. No, he was kind of dumb too. He'd run into windows and stuff. If you had like a patio door, you couldn't have a patio door. You had to put stickers on it. That thing running right through it. Chiweenies are allowed to and destructive of toys. You know what I mean?
Why is Ivan saying this is becoming lameo? Why is he saying
I don't know what lameo means. I thought it was something I didn't understand. If I don't understand something, I just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Rivers has perfected that Manning-esque wobbler. Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of them are wobbling around there. You know what I mean? But we have ourselves a 31-20 ball game. And, dodgeball. Maybe I'll watch dodgeball after this game because I'm probably going to hang out a little bit, get something to eat. I'm off all week, so I got time. I got to get up early, though. I got some stuff to do. My wife's got some stuff. She got a list. She's like, oh, you're off work? Interesting. I just happen to have his list. But I'm not worried about it. It's always go, Pack, go. We beat the Ravens. We are in, and guess who gets eliminated? The Lions. That's what it is. Packer fans, just go in there. Beat the Ravens. Very doable. Even Lamar's hurt. I don't know the situation if he's going to play. Hopefully he's all right, I do love me Lamar Jackson. He's probably my favorite non-Packer to watch. This year they're having an off year. Hopefully they have an off week, and the Packers get in there and get that dub. I think that they're the better team. So we're going to see. But Lamar Jackson might not even be playing that. And if he is, he might be playing a little banged up.
Yeah, they said he's got that back injury. Yeah.
Yeah, back injuries are rough. And I don't wish that on anyone. Hopefully he's all right. But if he doesn't go, it's obviously a benefit to the Packers. Ivan gets bored in 15 minutes. That's the thing. Like, I've been looking at, like, trying to watch, like, Netflix and stuff or, like, watch a movie because I'm off. Trying to, like, hang out in the morning or whatever. Watch a movie. I'm flipping through movies for, like, ever. And then while I get bored flipping through movies, I start looking at, like, Instagram, and I just start going through Reels. And, like, I think that's we're getting, like, changed. Like, you can't even watch a movie. It's too long to even comprehend watching this 2-hour movie. I just slide through Reels for an hour or two, though. It's wild. I think my brain is rotted out. What's up, Brandon, my brother? Did I miss a comment over here? I don't know. I don't see Brandon. Maybe I don't know what you're talking about. But here we go. My old great Pyrenees takes elephant dumps in the middle of sidewalks. That's brutal because like my dog right here, Finley, would do that in a driveway. We let him out, and he would take a crap in the driveway. I'm like, dude, in the grass. And like I try to teach him, so I'd go in the grass and take a dump, and now the cops are getting involved. You know what I mean? You don't need that in your life. But here we go. We have a return from the 1 yard. He's at 15. He's at 20, 25, and he's trying to break it around the corner. He's going to get about a 30, 32. He might have jumped out there. Read the obits yet?
I say, no wonder why that church closed down the street from you.
Hey, Vinny, can you tell me again what channel the game is on in Crivets? Thanks, buddy. It should be NBC. And you have NBC 26, right, in Crivets? Because I used to live in Crivets. I actually don't live far.
Yeah, if you guys are in the Green Bay market, it'll be the Green Bay local NBC.
Yeah, it should be NBC 26. Because I think Crivets gets Green Bay stations right over there. I know the Crivets area, you know what I mean? Used to have a good bakery over there. I haven't been there in years. But we have the Niners are running this thing right side of the 40-yard line. McCaffrey. Is that bakery still over there, dude? I remember one time I was like very, very young. And we were all hungover. We're all, let's go get some bakery. Let's get some donuts. So we go to the Crivets bakery. I open the door and just start hurling out the door. This is like very, very young me. And I always felt like people were like going into the bakery, like maybe this is the bakery for us. Maybe I shouldn't share so much. Here we go. We're going to have a run up the middle. That's on 2nd and 3. It's going to be a first down. McCaffrey with like a 7-yard scamper. But yeah, I always thought about that. There was like older women coming in and they're like walking by like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening.
They're taking donuts to the church potluck. You should have seen what we saw, Margaret.
You know what I mean? What's up, Mikey? How you doing there, bud? Hey, Matt and Vinny, how you doing, Mike? Appreciate you being here. We're having a good time. 7:05, 4-3 to go in the third quarter. We have Purdy over here about to make a play, though. Purdy's going to be under center. They're up 31-20. You need the Colts defense to step up, but not so far. Here you go, Purdy looking to throw, and that's going to be completed. And that was to Jennings, and that was good defense, too. I feel like the Niners are just not going to be stopping this thing. I think they're still fighting for the ball over here. Here we go. Tim says, we still can get the North. We will win out. The Bears lose out. Remember, the Packers have the Ravens and Vikings. The Bears have the Niners and Lions. The Bears lose out. Dude, if they lose to the Niners, dude, you're right. There's a chance that the Lions could play spoilers. I assume that the Bears won't lose out because I just feel like they're not. I feel like they're hot. I wouldn't say hot, but they're confident and I don't think that they're going to beat the Niners. So watch the Niners right now. Unless the Niners lay an egg, we have a run over here up the middle by the Niners, and that's going to be about a 9-yard gain. It looks like. But yeah, if the Niners play this, there's no way the Bears are going to beat them. And then the Lions, the Lions have played spoiler a lot in their day. So they got one more in them. But the Packers, that's what I say for Packer fans, just worry about winning out. And, that stuff might happen. But either way, get in the playoffs. Whether you got the division or not, I don't expect them to win the division. I don't think the Bears lose to the Lions at the end of it. Depends if they get absolutely humiliated by the Niners, which could happen. I'm just saying the way they're playing, the Niners look like they're going to be an absolute terror in the playoffs. They're going to hand this thing off. That's the middle, and that's going to be no gain.
You get nothing.
Had the crap out of me. Victoria says, I'm getting my first Packers helmet as a gift to myself, hoping I can get it signed next year's game. You should come over to the training camp. Beginning of the year, a lot of autographs happening over there. If you get by the fence where they're riding the bikes and stuff. Yeah, good luck with that, though. Necessary. It is necessary that I drink my own urine. Probably not, but I do it because it's sterile and I like the taste.
He's quoting the movie. I'm like, that's dodgeball. Yeah.
Here we go, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, that's going to be a duck. I think he might have got tipped. I should take that comment off the screen.
I was like, Ivan, whoa, what the?
Blake says, going to the game Saturday night. Looking forward to getting some crows before the game. Yeah, crows is fantastic. I love me some crows. They updated too. They got updates over there. The whole new look. I feel like they didn't update in a lot of years because it's always kind of looked the same. I'm sure they had minor updates, but they had a big old update. Right after the draft, around that time. So shout out to Kroll's over there. 3rd down and 9. Here we come. Purdy's going to be in shotgun. We'll go back to the comments over here in a second. He's got McCaffrey to his right. He's back to throw. He's going to have pressure. Gets rid of it. That's going to be completed for about a 2-yard gain. Not a lot there, dude. 49ers look good. I hate it, but the Gary Bears will get thrashed. So there's that. They absolutely might. Dude, oh yeah. I thought you said you hate that they're going to get thrashed. I'm like, wait, who is this? No Packers on Care 11 Saturday night. Scheduled at 7 p.m. says the wall followed by 8 p.m. Dateline.
So that's for Minneapolis, right? Yeah.
That's Minnesota. Here we go. Here comes a field goal. 38-yard attempt. It's on the middle. It's going to be enough. It's going to be good. 34-20, and the Niners are kind of taking this thing. You know, that Purdy Mr. Relevant story is pretty incredible. It is. I think Purdy sometimes gets rated a little higher than I rate him, but I'm a hater. But also, I think he's a very good quarterback. And it's insane that he was Mr. Irrelevant. You know what I mean? He's getting after it. But here we go. Got my Green Bay helmet signed by Ryan Grant. Great dude. You know, we got a Paul Hornung autograph right here sent to me by Tommy Grassi over there. You know what I mean? I don't like to mention his name during my stream. People will remember. Like, oh, yeah, he's probably streaming. Let's go over there. He's way better than this. I'm just kidding. But we're having a good time over here. Daniel's freaking Dan over here. What's up, Daniel? Yeah. How we doing? You're about to get waxed next week by this Niners team. I'll tell you that much right now.
Now, you could get a Matt Ramage shirt and see Matt Ramage, and I'm sure he'll sign your shirt.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had 2 people ask me for autographs. One time I was actually eating lunch with Aaron Nagler at 1919, and some kid came up with a Packer schedule and asked if I'd sign it, and I was like, this is Aaron Nagler right here. But till I was cool. And then one time at training camp, a kid asked me to sign an autograph of a mini helmet, but he had players signed it. I'm like, dude, I'm going to ruin this thing. Like, I'm promising. Like, you shouldn't have me do this. And I tried to talk him out of it. He's like, no. But anyway, so that was 2 times.
But you're a legend. You're a TV star.
I don't think so. But anyways, here we go. Here we go. We got some more comments over here. The 49ers are going to smash the Bears. I really feel like that's going to happen. If the 49ers play, where is that game played? I would assume that San Francisco. The Bears had a couple home games here, so I would
that one
in San Francisco. That's going to be a tough one. I just hope we can win a game. We might have to add that graphic. It's coming playoff times, and whenever we talk about playoffs.
Yeah.
We might have to.
I'm gonna write that one down there. There we go.
Oh, here we go. Jim Mora. Shit it. Oh, here we go. We're going to have a touchback over here. And we got Mikey over here again. $5. Make you holla. First Packer ever met. Mine was Brian Noble at a Green Bay gas station. Great guy, not pitcher with him, too. First Packer I ever met. Fuzzy Thurston. Obviously, he wasn't playing. I'm not as old as Vinny over here. But Fuzzy Thurston, my mom used to work at Lindy's Laundromat, and Fuzzy Thurston at that time on Monroe Street had a bar right next to it. He ended up moving it somewhere else after that. But I'd go there because my mom would like wait for a ride or whatever, and he'd talk to us. But we're having a run over here. He's trying to run this thing left side to the close to the 40-yard line. No, not even. But let's play that music. You know what I mean? Here we go. The Bears still suck. Here we go. That's my thing. The Bears still suck. Really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck. But yeah, so Fuzzy Thurston was mine. Vinny, have you ever met any Packers? And who was the first? Let's get this play first. We'll come right back with it. 2nd down and 7. Phillip Rivers in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Oh, he's going to hand it off. That's kind of a weird exchange, but they're going to get inside the 40. It's going to be 3rd down, a few over here. So what do you got, Vinny?
I got to meet only one, Mark Chimura. I actually hooked up satellite at his place in Oconomowoc, believe it or not.
There you go. I don't think I never met him. I've got to meet like some really cool players. Like I've got to meet more players than I should have. But yeah, my first one, Fuzzy Thurston, he was awesome. He'd watch games there, and like where he watched the games in a bar, there was a dent because he had that voice situation where he had to talk with a machine or whatever. And but so they said like during the game when he got mad, he would smash his hand on the bar.
Wow.
It left an indent from all the years. But here we go. Phillip Rivers going to toss this thing right side, and that's going to be a first down. Cuts it up a little bit, and that's a true story. Like you can see it. I've seen it. It's like because that's his spot, and that bar was old. That's why they ended up moving or whatever. But yeah, Fuzzy Thurston, absolute man. And actually, his grandson is a podcaster. I've had him on my podcast. He does great work. I'm not sure if he still does it. I haven't seen him in a little bit, but I'm assuming he still does. So check him out. They just show that was funny. So first down and 10 over here. Ivan says Eric Torkelson was the first player he ever met.
Wow. Yeah.
Here we go. Phillip Rivers is going to be in shotgun, play action, looking to throw, tosses this thing in the middle of the field, and that's going to be close to the first down. Second down, it should be a couple. Fuzzy had met everyone. Yeah, Fuzzy was, everyone. You change your picture a lot, I feel like. We're seeing different pictures.
He does, yeah. Who are you, Phil, really?
Right here, you know what I mean? That's that Facebook profile picture you got to have, you know what I mean? That's a good shot there, Phil. But yeah, Fuzzy, everyone met Fuzzy. He was everywhere. But he was a great dude. Great representative of Packers Nation.
See, but I could see up in your area you met more Packers. See, down here in the southern part of the state, I met a lot of Brewers.
Yeah.
Because of Milwaukee,
One of the strangest ones, Mike said, if I ever met Vinny, I'd ask for an autograph for sure. There you go. You know what I mean?
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You big time, you two. Like,
I'd ruin whatever you had.
Not today, I'm busy. One of my favorite encounters, Preston Smith got me family tickets. We have an injury on the field here. But Preston Smith got me family seating or whatever for a Packers training camp. So I could watch practice with like all the family group or whatever. So I watched the practice or whatever over there. And then Aaron Jones was walking by, and I was like, oh my God, Aaron Jones is right there. And then he's like doing the family stuff, taking pictures with everyone. And then he sees me, he points at me and walks right up to me. And he says, hey man, I love your IG, which is like Instagram for those who don't know. And I was like, oh my God. It was such, and then we just sat there and talked about like their kids and like just like regular conversation. You know what I mean? Him and Preston, Aaron, and me. And it was just bizarre. But here we go. Quick pass over here. Left side by the, he falls down. And that's going to be a loss of a yard. But yeah, that was one of the coolest encounters. Aaron Jones is such a solid dude. Like the way he came up to me, like he was happy to see me. And I was just like, oh my gosh. All right, so let's get back to the chat over here. And we already got to that one, but let's put it up again. That's a nice comment right there, you know.
Yeah, that's nice. Thanks.
David Beverly says Ivan. Oh, here we go. 3rd down and 3.
Wow.
Ivan, he met Bart Starr, yeah. I think Ivan met like everyone. So.
Oh, dude, you were so lucky. I would have loved to have met him.
Come on, Phil.
No, I'm not. I wasn't.
Hand this thing off up the middle. I think he's gonna have a first down here.
First down. Yeah, I wasn't good looking enough to be in Chamorro's hot tub.
Donald Driver. Never met Donald Driver, but I was very close. I was at a quick trip event where we like pushed that bus off the cliff over there in Milwaukee. Donald Driver was a judge, and he was like 15 feet away from me, but there was 46 people between us. There was so many people. I just started throwing stuff at him. You know what I mean? To get his attention. No, I didn't do that.
I'm so jealous he met Bart Starr, though.
Donald Driver's so cool with everyone. I didn't get to talk to him or whatever, but like he talked to so many people. But here we go. First down and 10. Phillip Rivers is going to be on the center. He's got a man in the backfield. They're at the 43-yard line. And he's going to have to hand it off up the middle. He's trying to bounce it left side. I thought he might have some room. He did not. Mark says, I got tickets through Fuzzy's Bar, left guard. Awesome game plans he offered. Yeah, I think that was after the, I don't know, I think it was called Shenanigans. Was it Fuzzy's Shenanigans or something on Monroe Street? But he ended up moving it. And that was super long ago. So it's probably, it was probably called left guard after that. But yeah, because when I was there, it was like, I was a kid. I was like 16 or whatever. I don't know how old I was. But my mom used to work over there. That Kittle had an ankle injury. I was chatting, so I didn't see that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Hopefully he's all right. Ray Nitschke was my childhood friend's next-door neighbor. Dude, that's awesome, Phil.
That's cool.
You'd have been a cool guy to meet, I feel like. I was one of the first people to go over Ray Nitschke Bridge in Green Bay. I worked at Perkins Restaurant, and they're building a bridge. It's like a big thing. and I'd come through on my bike or whatever, and you usually go to the other one, but they send the news that it would be open that morning. But I worked like, bar close, so I'd get down like, after bar close, like 3 a.m. or whatever. And then I'd ride my bike back, and I got to that bridge, and they were like, it's not open yet. And then someone's like, just go. It's fine. There's people walking on it, construction workers and, people. And then I rode my bike over the bridge, and I was one of the first people before it was officially open.
I've got 2 friends that met Ray Nitschke. One was at a GM convention where a friend got a picture with him where Ray actually lifted a car up for like a promotion. And then the second one was a buddy of mine that's actually my best friend down here, ran into him down in Georgia at a truck stop, and Ray was going on vacation with his family, driving with his family.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Dean said, I think some years ago I accidentally cut off Robin Yount on the interstate.
Wow. Yeah.
I always think about that, like in Green Bay with like there's players are driving around. If you like cut them off, you get a little road rage, like, hey, screw you, buddy, and you like start flipping someone off, and like, yo, that's Josh Jacobs or whatever. First of all, I don't do that in traffic. I never flip people off. I might scream in my car. I'm not gonna try to get into like some altercation. People are crazy these days, you know what I mean? But I'm not about that life. But that would be funny to do. I'm like, yo, that's Josh Jacobs or whoever.
I met Gorman Thomas down in Sarasota, Florida, when he was buying a case of beer. Gorman Thomas, yeah.
No kidding.
It's Storm and Gorman from the 82 Brewers, yeah.
There you go. I don't know.
See, Dean will know who I'm talking about.
I know. I have no idea. I'm like, all right, that's
yeah. Number 20, center field, Storm and Gorman.
All right. Yeah. Mitch said met Fuzzy 2 at the same time. Bart Starr. Fuzzy gave me his a Super Bowl II ring to try. Oh yeah, I think I tried on his ring too as a kid.
Oh.
I think everyone tried that thing on. You know what I mean? But that's a cool story there, Mitch. Here we go. We got Rivers over here in shotgun. Yeah, shout out to Fuzzy Thurston though. We might have to get something back here on Fuzzy Thurston.
You know how lucky you guys were?
He was my favorite player, but back in the day, I like Paul Hornung. But here we go. We're going to have a big-time catch over here for a first down. But, yeah, like at that time, Fuzzy Thurston was my favorite player. I just liked, like, when I started getting older, reading Paul Hornung stories and everything, I had to go to Paul Hornung, my favorite player all time. But Phillip Rivers kind of gets hit low there.
It's the thing with Paul Hornung, you need to do a DNA test. Yeah. He might be your grandpa.
First down and 10. Here we go. Phillip Rivers in shotgun. He's yelling at everyone. Cussing them out. Here we go. Back to throw. Quick pass. That's going to be completed to about the 15-yard line. Short of the first down. It on the play. What the hell's so funny over there, Benny?
I'm sorry, I just love that. Just their play calling. He's back to throw. He's yelling at everyone.
Rich Campbell was my neighbor. I'm starting to stop believing Phil. But we're going to have a run over here. He's looking left side. That's going to be a first down to about the 10-yard line. He's going to fall forward to about the 8. Bart and Sherry, the nicest people. They were. I never met them, but everyone I never had anyone say I met Bart. Look, the guy was a prick. You know what I mean?
I wish I could have met them. I wanted to meet them so bad.
Yeah, they were good people. Did a lot of good for the community too. I used to always get threatened. You're gonna send you to the Bart Starr School with all the troublemakers. They were just trying to get rid of me. Eric Torkelson, former Packer player who was a running back from 1974 to 79, only 8 touchdowns. Here we go. Rivers play action. He's rolling right, looking to throw. He dumps it off, and he's going to get to the 5. He's going to get close to the goal line. Not going to be there. Inside the 2, though. There you go. Mike met Donald Driver at the draft. Lynn Dickey. Yeah, I've met everyone. He could just rattle them off. David Whitehurst. He's got the autograph over there, I believe. Sterling Sharp.
Oh, that's a cool one, too. God. Oh, Ivan. Wow.
Oh, yeah, he's been around for it. He lived across the street. He grew up across the street, from Lambeau Field. I met Brett Favre at his steakhouse. He was blasted big time. I've heard so many stories of that. Met Brett Favre. He was blacked out. Didn't choke nobody that night, though. You know what I mean?
Hey, let's ask him. Brett, were you blasted?
We're going to have a run.
Yep.
Well, here we go. The Colts get on the board here. 34-26 ball game. They run it right up the middle. The Colts ain't got no quitter. That's Jonathan Taylor for a 1-yard rushing touchdown. Which Perkins location? I worked on Perkins on military over there. My brother was the manager kitchen manager for a lot of years. I got some stories I shouldn't say on here, but yeah, working at Perkins was fun. That was interesting, especially work bar closed. So every now and again, you just hear fight. Go out there, just two drunks beating the crap out of each other all over eggs. Here comes the extra point. It's up and good. Those were good times. Here we go. Oh, you're talking about a different one. Yeah, because Ivan's got some Perkins stories. We shared our Perkins stories before, you know what I mean? Well, I'm sorry. All right, we're at commercial. I'm going to go step away here. 12:41 to go in this ball game. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. We're having a good time. And I kind of want some Perkins, you know what I mean? They should be a sponsor, really.
This one, Grandpa.
What are you drawing?
I draw me walking a dog if I had a dog.
Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
I like your drawings.
Thank you.
Houston, we have a problem.
I think that's like one of my favorite little commercials you made there, Vinny. I like that one.
Oh, thanks.
I like that one. I know, flying around the sky, you know what I mean? Military was my Perkins. Dude, you want to know a funny story about Perkins? I was at Perkins. This is the truth. It doesn't sound like because it's never happened to me before or after. But my wife was giving birth to my son, and then she had to stay in the
At
hospital.
Perkins?
No, at the hospital.
Oh, okay.
So I had to go home and like get some stuff, you know, get ready, shower, or whatever, because I was like hanging out with her or whatever. So in the morning, I left for a little bit, and I went and got breakfast by myself. And there were these two girls, and they're like, "What are you doing?" They're all like blasted or whatever, like really early in the morning. And they're like, "Want to come party with us?" And I was like, "No, I said I wasn't married yet. I was like, my girlfriend she's in the hospital. She gave birth to her son. Like, so you don't want to come party?" And I was like, "No." It was like the strangest thing because it's never happened before or after, where girls would offer me, you know, go party with them. But it was that's what I remember for that day. But here we go. We're gonna have a return over here by the Niners, and they're at the 30. Oh, he's bouncing this thing. He's got nowhere to go at the 30-yard line.
I'm just waiting to hear Michelle come down the steps. I never heard that story.
I think she has. I probably told her before because it's, you know, not a normal thing that happens to me. Perkins got some good food, and their cookies are awesome, especially their chocolate chip cookies. Those are the bomb. I talked to my sister this evening, and she's making Christmas cookies for her son, her nephew, Magic Bar sugar cookies. Dude, I need to get some of those cookies.
And Erica is the cookie lady. She's the
cookie master. You know,
she's the cookie master. Yeah,
I'm the cookie monster. Here we go. Purdy's going to be in shotgun. Maybe I shouldn't have shared that story now I think about it. But here we go. Purdy looking left. Crosses this, hands me a first down inside the 45-yard line, close to midfield. Something I share too much.
Yeah, that one might come back to bite you, Matt. It might.
That's a real story, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, you know, they were obviously all partying all night. And they were whatever. But here we go. My wife's asking, when did your brother work there? It was like, I think early 2000s. I would think I worked there with my brother. My brother worked there for a long time, though, before and after. I worked there for a smaller amount of time. But, yeah, We have a run up the middle here, and that's McCaffrey. But yeah, I would say that. I would think that was early 2000s. I think he worked here even kind of somewhat recently, I think. I don't know.
Hey, that brings up a good topic. Everybody in the chat, tell us a job that you absolutely hated doing in your life. What's the worst job you guys ever had?
There we go. Say it right. It really wasn't like that. It was more like, that's crazy. But I get back to the hospital. But here we go. McCaffrey's running his thing right side. He's trying to hit the corner, and that's going to be close to a first down. What was the worst job? I think the job I hated the most, I don't know. Probably the one I have now. I've had it for 23 years.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But I don't know. Dude, I worked at one place, Green Bay Packaging, went in. Let's see what this play is first before we start. Yeah, but this will be third down and 1. They're in, but yeah, I worked at Green Bay Packaging. I was a temp, and I walked in. The security guard was like, "Hey, where do I go?" I'm talking to Jimmy or whatever. He said, "Go through that door." Like 2 hours later, I was walking the other way. He just waved to me. I was like, "That's enough for me, bud." We have a run over here. McCaffrey's running left side. He's got room. He's at the 30, the 25. They're trying to push him out of bounds, and they're gonna near the 25-yard line. Close game, but still too boring for the mayor.
I worked at a place called NASCO Biology, and that's what it was. Is they package stuff for like high school classes where when you dissect frogs and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what I'd pack, like owl pellets, hearts, pigs, and it was all that. It's just everything was gross. Yeah.
Mike says kitchen help at a nursing home. It was so nasty. Yeah, I can't imagine that. I had a lot of jobs like when I was a temp, when I was just trying to find stuff. But here we go, first down and 10. We got 10:03 to go. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle. Not a lot there. But yeah, when I went to the Green Packaging, I went there and they didn't tell me about having gloves and hats because it was like you're in a freezer. They don't really let you work. They have to watch the first day. So I was just sitting there freezing. I was like, you know what? Where's the bathroom? And I just left. But Dark Arts Poker says first job grocery store clerk, epic suck. I used to work at PDQ Car Wash, but to me that was like one of the most fun jobs I had. Like when I was young, we would hang out, we'd party afterwards. Everyone was cool. Nobody had money, but you know what I mean? We were all making minimum wage or whatever. But that was a cool job. We got free car washes on Tuesday. What more do you want right there? Shout out to PDQ Car Wash. I remember one time I was at PDQ Car Wash. I was working there, and there's just a big old LTD, and I was pulling it onto the track or whatever. Instead of hitting the brake, I hit the gas. I went to go put it in gear, but I just hammered the gas down on the floor. He was like, almost dropped the engine on that thing. This guy comes out yelling and screaming at me. What the hell are you doing? Whatever, which I get it because I was a stupid young dude. And then the supervisor came and he's like, hey, I know you. You got fired for like beating up cars and like whatever, not doing his job right. He's like, why are you yelling at him? It was funny. But anyways. Hey, Matt, they suspended Booker 1 game and fined him $40,000 for his hit on Love. Oh, I did not see that.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't see that either. Yeah.
That must be recent. Wow. Are you sure? I never heard that. I figured he might get, I figured he'd get fined, but I didn't think he'd get a suspension. But here we go, 2nd down and 9. Aaron says, my brother just before on stream on Mario 3 got World 7 without dying, going through all levels. That's impressive. But here we go, Purdy, 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. He's looking, gets it off left side. That's going to be incomplete, knocked away. Arm wrestling between Vinny and Matt. Who wins? Probably Vinny, you know what I mean? I got an elbow situation. Being on my phone too much. Like tennis elbow.
I don't know, but I think we'd both complain that our arms hurt afterwards.
Yeah. I ain't arm wrestling nobody, dude. I wouldn't arm wrestle a toddler. Glad I worked in the time I did. Now there are cameras everywhere. Cannot get away with it. Dude, that's the funny thing is.
True.
I was sorry for that. 3rd down and 9. Here we go. Purdy. They're going to be a 19.5-yard line. Inside the 20 here. He's back to throw. Empty backfield. Gets rid of it. Middle of the field. He's got Jennings. 1st down inside the 10. But yeah, when I worked at BDQ the first time, we used to do all types of crazy stuff. Like there used to be like this upstairs area. We'd get like a 5-gallon bucket of water. When someone walked through the door, you just dump it on their head. And like we used to do all the time. They used to have a power washer hose, like to clean out the track and all that. You know, all the stuff underneath where the cars get cleaned. And we'd spray someone with that, and they would knock them on there. They would just like fall. And then I went back as like for Christmas money one time, like years later after I left, and there's cameras everywhere. Like you couldn't do nothing. I was like, let me get out of here. Here we go. First down and go. Purdy's going to hand this thing off. He pitches it, actually. McCaffrey's going to bounce it right side. Nothing there. They're going to lose yards.
You get nothing.
DK Metcalf did get suspended. That's 2 games.
Yeah, 2 games. Yeah, 2 games for that one.
McCaffrey gets nothing on that. You know what I mean? There was nothing there. He tried to bounce it right side. Tell Rivers to blank. So here we go. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter here. Second down and go. Brock Purdy's going to be in shotgun. McCaffrey to the right. They're at the 9-yard. They got a man in motion. He's back to throw. Purdy's looking. He's got time. He's running out of time. Now he's trying to make some guys miss. He's trying to buy time. He's got some blockers looking. He's rolling right. Throws in the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Is that incomplete? If that had been a touchdown, that would have been wild. Couldn't get it in.
I don't know when you see the replay. Ooh, it's close. It is really close.
Touchdown on that. Yeah, that right foot is hovering. Did the right foot tap? I think the right foot did. You kind of see the ground kind of move a little bit. The ground kind of specks come off, that blue or whatever.
Oh, they're going to say no.
No, we're going to have to. They got to look at this again, dude. They got to look at that again. Here we go. 3rd down and goal. They're not going to. Here we go. He's back to throw. He's looking for the end zone. And he's going to have his man. That's going to be a touchdown anyways. And the Niners extend the lead. And they're beating the dog tower out. No one said dog tower, but 40-27. 9-yard touchdown reception. Christian McCaffrey on the reception. Closer than you thought. You know what I mean? That was close. If you're talking about that play.
Yeah, that was.
Never worked at PDQ, but experienced high school with pagers long before cell phones. We hung out at PDQ all the time. Yeah, I had a pager back in the day. I thought I was the coolest thing on the street. You know what I mean? Never responded to it. But here we go. Extra points up. It's gonna be good. I remember I went to Einstein in Green Bay over on Edith Street. You can get a pager. You could get texts on cell phones back then, like $5 one-time fee to have all the texts you want. Problem is nobody else had texts back then, but because it was kind of new, you know what I mean? Anyways, here we go. 498 folks watching live. We're at commercial. We're gonna step away one more time, maybe not the last time, but here we go. Ivan said, I experienced life without computers. Typewriters were just invented. Yeah, back then they were still doing Morse code. They were still doing Morse code. All right, bud, we'll be right back. This is a good comment right here. Matt and his starter jacket and pager. Dude, I did it. I had that starter pouch. Packers, dude, you had to have it. Matt sporting a do-rag? No, absolutely not. That never happened. Payphones are a forgotten relic. Yeah, I remember, dude, back in the day, you get a page, you go over to Walgreens, throw a quarter in that thing, call them back. Somebody page, Matt. Shut up. We're going to have ourselves a return here from about the 1 yard line. He's the 15, 20, 25. He's going to 30, 35, 40, 45. He's still moving. He's past midfield out of the 40-yard line. That's the biggest return I've seen in a little bit. You know what I mean? Oh, it's coming back, dude. Dude, I like it good. Good kick return. Yeah, payphones, dude, were like everywhere. Like I think it's funny because when one time, let's see what this call is. Both by the return time, 2 calls. Holding. So there you go. They got a holding and then another one, but they declined one of them. But yeah, payphones. I remember back in the day we were at this gas station and my son was with us and we're waiting. So he was like out of his seat, whatever, and he was like talking to us because we were like in the parking lot. And he's like, "What is that?" And there's a payphone right directly in front of the car. I'm like, that's a phone. He's like, "A phone?" He was like, so like, get out of here. We'd like show him it. It was pretty funny. That was before cell phone cameras. First down and 10. Here we go. 21-30 is Phillip Rivers. So yeah, he's having himself a night. Here we go. Let's see what they can do. They're down 41-27. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball is on the ground. They're scrambling for it. Who's got it? We don't know. They're inside the 5-yard line. Looks like the Colts got on top of it. How old? Ivan, we used to pay a quarter for a pack of smokes. Dude, how old are you, for real?
When they had the machines. Yeah, you'd have a cigarette machine. You can get them that
Well, he just knocked that ball right out of his hands. Yeah, a quarter is crazy, though. Payphone, suit man, full circle. We talked about that.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, we covered it all. Yeah. Are you not entertained?
That's how suit man does it. He goes in the payphone. But here we go. 2nd down and 25 now. Phillip Rivers. He's going to be at the goal line. He's back to throw. And he's thrown. That's going to be incomplete. The ball's knocked away. And that's going to be 3rd down and 25. And this game is pretty much over.
Yeah, you see that, Dean? We flew backwards, spun the earth backwards, and went back in time. See?
Yeah. That's what we do. We talk about everything on this stream except the freaking game sometimes. 500 folks watching live. 501 now across all the places. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We're having a good time. You know what I mean? We had a party line at the cottage. 2 longs and a short. Party line at the cottage. 2 longs and a short. But here we go. Phillip Rivers. Back to throw out of shotgun. Oh, he's yeeting this thing left side. Incomplete. And that's going to be 4th down.
You get nothing.
You got nothing on that. Yeah, he's all fired up. Pull knobs. Oh, yeah. Those cigarette machines. I remember I used to work at Bay Family. Bay Family Restaurant. Not the one on the west side that's still open, but the one before that. I mean, that was there then too. But there was another one on the east side, and they had those old cigarette machines out there. Here comes the punting situation over here. He's punting from his own end zone. That's not a bad punt. Oh, it's about midfield, so he's going to have some room to return. He's at the 45. Oh, I think there might be a face mask. The way his head went back looked like a face mask, but I don't see a flag. Because if they throw 15 on this, that's going to be something for them. Scrapping together pennies from couch cushions in college to get an 89-cent pack of old golds. Remember back in the day, my mom would send me out there. She's like, "Go get me a Big Slam of Mountain Dew and a pack of cigarettes." Remember the Big Slam Mountain Dews? I remember that. They were $1.25 for a Big Slam. And it was like I don't know how many ounces it was, but it was bigger than 20 ounce, smaller than kind of in the middle of a 2-liter. And I had a big mouth. You know what I mean? Because a Big Slam, they don't sell them anymore. They were $1.25 back then. They sold them now, they'd be like $4. East Mason. Yeah, I used to live over to East Mason, right by Mr. Donut there. It's a parking lot now. But I used to live over there by the hospital. There's a hotel right across the street where I used to live now. That wasn't there then. But anyways, memory lane. I remember someone saying that having no smoking area in restaurants is like having a no peeing section in a swimming pool. It was funny because they'd have it. There'd be like a line. You'd be like, nothing's stopping it from going over there. But here we go. First down and 10. Here we go. McCaffrey's going to run this thing right side. Hits the circle button. Gets a couple yards out of that. Should have been nothing. But yeah, those were the days. Bay Family. That was a good spot. That's where I met my wife. I used to go to the store to buy cigarettes for my grandma when I was 10. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Was it a 30 ounce Big Slam? But yeah, back in the day, you could do that. They give you a note, like kids.
Yeah, you send you with a note and you can get anything. Yeah.
Or they call ahead even. Sometimes I remember back in the day when I lived in Fond du Lac, you didn't need any of that. You just walk in. Like, what do you want, kid? Some cigarettes? What do you need? Someone wants a beer too? What do you need?
Kids talk like that. Yeah, I need some smokes.
Yeah. Kid's like, yeah, I'll take it back out. Here we go. Purdy's rolling right now, and he's going to throw it back across his body a little bit, get to a 40-yard line, be about a 3-yard gain. And they're just trying to run this clock, try to get some, move the chains a little bit. Tyler Goodson was a Packer. Let's see what Mitch is saying up here. He said 50 cents a pack out of the machine and 10 cents yeah, I'm not that old with a 10-cent phone call. I don't think I
remember that.
I don't remember under a quarter.
See, Ivan and those guys, we'd all remember the talking Coke machines too.
Yeah, you guys are old as hell. That's crazy. Yeah. Third down and 6 is crazy. People are still alive that remember all that stuff. You know what I mean? Purdy back death row. I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun. Here we go. We're going to have a first down over here. I remember one time I was at a payphone going, because I used to have an apartment with just friends. It was just like a party house, right? That was before I met my wife. Or I knew my wife, but I, wasn't with her then. And I was at a payphone, like one of those Superman payphones. You get inside, and there was these dudes that were like talking trash or following me, screaming stuff at me. So I was like on the phone with my friends, like, yo, I'm going to get jumped or whatever. And they're all hammered and they weren't even paying attention. So like, oh, I'm just going to get beat up now. So I'll get back to the story. This is a good story. So it's first down and 10 over here. Purdy's under center. And he's going to hand this thing off left side to McCaffrey, and they're all over that because they know what they're trying to do over here. Yeah, so I'm at this payphone. So I'm thinking, I got no help. So I just open the payphone door. I drop the phone, and I just run full speed and just start running. And they're chasing me in their car. I'm cutting through yards. We get all the way to my apartment. I'm, like, pounding on the door. There's, like, 30 people in the house because it's a party all the time. So finally someone answers the door, and I'm like, and they're, like, right there. And then they see all the people come out, so they just drive away. And I saved. That's how I stopped from getting beat up, because it wasn't because I'm good at fighting.
I got you beat. I
used to run like the wind, baby.
I got that story beat. I'll wait till you're ready for this one.
No, I'm ready. Get after it.
My 21st birthday, right? 1991. Okay. I was split from my first wife. Okay, I'm not going to say her name, just out of respect. Okay. But otherwise, her new boyfriend, who happened to have the same first name as me, and no, it wasn't Vinny, but I was at a bar called Lou's Riverview, which is just between Fort Atkinson and Jefferson, right?
We have an interception over here. I'm not trying to cut you off.
I saw that. Yes, I saw that.
They just tossed this thing, and they got the interception until the Colts have the ball. They're coming back. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. It was a game thing. So, yeah, I'm there, and they're famous for their swamp waters, if you've ever had one of those, like a drink, right? It's like green, but it tastes amazing,
I've never
right?
done that.
Well, otherwise, I went there for a drink, and I'm having a drink, and there were a few people I went to school with that were there. I was talking to them, and all of a sudden, her boyfriend comes in with 3 of his buddies, tap me on the back, and they're like, come on, let's go outside, let's fight, right? So I'm sitting here, I felt kind of, a little cocky that night, so I was like, okay, well, it's my birthday, let me finish my drink, and I'll come out there, and we'll do it, right? I had no intention of going out there, okay? But I just happened to notice, there we go, there's a play for about 9 yards.
We got, over here, we got Phillip Rivers in shotgun. Back to throw. Okay, he's got a completion over here. Trying to get to the first down, about an 8-yard gain on that.
So I happened to notice on the other side of the bar by the pool table were some guys that I knew that were on the the Whitewater College football team, UW Whitewater. Big guys, right? So her boyfriend and his three buddies go outside. Now, right next to the pool table, there's a little tiny window that looks right out into the parking
We
lot.
got Rivers. He's going to yeet this thing. That's completed. He's at the 40. He's at the 35. He's out past the 30-yard line. The Colts got, I think it's too little too late, but they got a little something going. Anyway,
There we go.
Continue.
So otherwise, I go up to the guy and I said, yeah, this guy that was talking to me said he knows your girlfriend and he's messing around. He wants you to come out there to the parking lot, wants to take you on. He brought some buddies with to take you on. And he comes to the window with me, and because they saw me in the window, they look right at the window and go, come on, which couldn't have been any better, right? So,
hang on a second. Yep. Here we go. Philip Rivers. Oh, intercepted! The Niners are returning it! This is going to be a pick six unless he trips in the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! And the Niners are steamrolling the Colts now.
Okay, so otherwise, they see the guys going, come on outside. So he grabs a couple of his buddies from the pool table. They go out and start beating the hell out of these guys. So I sneak out, get into my car, and I go home. I got the nickname Slippery after that. So, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that was my moment in the sun. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no moments like that. I run. Matt, how did you meet the wife? She was a waitress and I was a busboy.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's how that happened. Bay Family Restaurant. Mike said first meal of a drink was Stroh's.
A Stroh's.
I think
okay.
Old Milwaukee for me. My parents used to drink Old Milwaukee.
I had Bush beer for me.
Ivan said Old Milwaukee was his first beer. Matt, what's your beer of choice tonight? I'm basically on Coors Light for a while now. I got some Coors Light, you know what I mean? I like it. Hey Vinny, you Gen X? I think he's the first generation.
Yeah, 1970, so yeah.
1970. I was reading an article earlier today, and it said that Love has a 50-50 chance of playing Saturday against the Ravens if he passes the concussion protocol, even though it would be nice to have him play. But we need Love for the playoffs, so we can't afford to have him miss time. I think he's going to play. I don't consider 50-50. I think that they know. I think he's all right. That's what I think, you know what I mean? Because they kind of said that he's going to be fine. But the concussion protocol, obviously, they're going to keep looking at it or whatever, because that's kind of how it goes. It goes through the whole week. But I expect him fully to play. And like I said, if he's not good, they shouldn't play him, and they won't. That's the thing is I trust the Packers medical team that they're not going to put anyone in harm's way, especially concussion stuff, especially your quarterback, a guy, you know, just gave him all these millions to. So they're not going to be silly with a concussion. But if he can go, and I think he will, it's going to be a win. Even without him, though, I think it's going to be a win. I mean, Malik Willis is hurt, too, so.
Yeah.
Ivan said, I met my wife. I was her manager at Perkins. You know what I mean? Slippery sexual harassment and meeting your wife. You know what I mean?
That's just lazy. Come on. That's like, come on.
I just said I met my wife. She was a waitress. I was a busboy.
Yeah, I
There's videos
know.
on the internet you can find about that. You know what I mean? Here we go. 78 here for Erica.
78. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. I was born in 1979. The real question is, does Matt's wife still make him clean the dishes? Absolutely. Or she'll at least remind me if I didn't. First down and 10. Here we go. We're going to be under center over here. Philip Rivers going to toss this thing right side. He's cutting this thing up. He's going to be past the 40-yard line. I think it's way, you know, I don't know. They're still doing it, but
Actually,
they're going through the motions. But
Riley Leonard is in now. They took Rivers out.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking that, too, when I saw that. I was like, I bet that's not Rivers. I didn't see the number, but I was like, I bet that's not. They definitely already know that's why they didn't sign a quarterback today. Yeah, because they would. Because people are talking about the emergency quarterbacks, but they're not going to go into a game with an emergency quarterback as a backup. They would bring someone in, from the practice squad or whatever. But here we go, 2nd down and 4. Now it's they're going to be handing this thing. I don't know who the quarterback is, but they're going to run this thing right side.
Leonard is the quarterback.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Sorry.
No one cares who their backup is. That's their fans. They do. You know what I mean? Because no one cares who the Packers backup is. You're not Mike says, born in 1977, 3 months before Elvis died.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you was at the
I
same
remember
time,
that.
just imagine if you were died at the same night Elvis died. If you believe in reincarnation, you could be Elvis.
That's right, man. You could be that.
But here we go, 3rd down and 1. They're gonna toss this thing left side. The Colts are trying to get past the wall, and they're not gonna do it. It'll be 4th down and 2, maybe 3, and we're at the 2-minute warning over here.
That's right. He could be the king.
It says Ben Gay time for Rivers. You know what I mean? He's gonna have some soreness.
Thanks, Jared Tall.
You know what I mean? That stuff you rub on yourself. I never did it. But here we go. We'll be right back. You know what I mean? We're at the 2-minute warning.
Hi, have you seen that realtor with all those billboards?
Hold my beer.
What?
Get local, award-winning injury lawyers. Get Nicolet.
Any news, Dan?
Not yet.
I love you.
We're here for you. Quick Trip.
Hey kids, do you hate the Bears? Do you like Mad Ramage? Now you can do both by wearing this cool merch. Order yours today.
All right, here we go. We are back in. Okay, we now got a lot of people just talking about their age over here. Phil, he is 75 years old. You know what I mean? Look good.
Yeah, Phil.
You look good. You know what I mean? Colts should have signed for. Why is it that funny? Lazy, she called me bros. Green Bay 79 and 88. I'm not sure what we're talking about here anymore. But we got Mikey over here. You know what I mean? The real question is, does Matt still go to Quick Trip? They got the best fish sandwich ever. I do every single day. You know what I mean? But we got to do this now. You know, we got to hear this song one more time before the game ends.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. Really, 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 really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck.
Big shout to Mikey over here. You know what I mean? $5. And now we're at 4th down and 1 over here. Big time situation for the Colts. He's back to throw. He's looking. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Throws it low. Wasn't able to grab that thing. Hey, if Rivers can come back, Packers should call Matt Flynn to come out of retirement if Love and Willis wouldn't be ready to go. I'm with it. I don't think so, though. I think they're both going to be all right. This game sucks, but at least I'm here right now. You
Oh,
were
you're
here
right.
the whole game because we had a Twitch person the whole game. Now we have 2 Twitch. Oh, so there's a Twitch person that's watching, not talking. Or maybe I just don't notice the Twitch logo. I don't always notice that. But shout out to whoever's watching over on Twitch. And so they're going to kneel this thing. Is that what's going on here? So 48-27 ball game. We got to catch up on the chat here. Dan, this chat is so old, maybe Matt should sell life insurance. For real. Everyone. I say that respectfully, you know what I mean? But, yeah. I got that hoodie and hat. This is a good hat. I just got this hat and just ordered it. It's looking good. And actually, this hoodie, I don't know if it's going to be in a store. Packers didn't like everything in my store, so we had to update some stuff. I have to email them tomorrow. They won't sue me. Here we go. Another kneel for the 49ers. But yeah, the Packers didn't like everything in the store. So some things have changed. Some things have been removed. I'm twitching if that counts. Same. Be like third down. So third down and 12 over here. Phillip Rivers, he's got the sad lip out there. That's going to be a meme, dude. He should not have done that. He should not have done that. He was out there like, I don't think he was actually sad. He was just, whatever, not paying attention to what he's doing. I mean, obviously he's not happy, but I don't think he's like going to cry or nothing. But 48-27, the Colts lose, and they drop to 8-7. Or is it 8-6? I don't know. I have to update that yet. But, yeah, not good for them.
So we will be live tomorrow night, folks. 7:30.
7:30 tomorrow night. We're talking about Packers-Bears game. Not a lot. We've already talked that to death. But we'll be talking about the Packers playoff situation going forward to NFC North. All the things related to Packers. And where, picks are for the week. Because we're going to be off for a little bit for Christmas. You know what I mean? We won't be live Wednesday. I don't know the whole situation. I will get a schedule together and post it on my social medias because I got to talk to the wife and see what's going on. But I want to get to all these comments first. Headed to bed, night, Matt and Vinny, and all of you Packer fans. Merry Christmas, and always remember Jesus is the reason for this season. I appreciate you, Deb. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Hope you
thanks,
have a
Deb. Merry
fabulous
Christmas.
evening. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. You are awesome. And Rick said good night, Matt and Vinny. See you tomorrow night. Peace out. So there we
Peace
go.
out. Peace.
Dark Arch Poker, always appreciate the stream. Great stuff. I appreciate you. And Ivan, let's scroll up here a little bit, see if we missed any. No, it was the Bears Still Suck hoodie and hat. Oh, yeah, those ones are still there. They didn't. That's fun. The Packers like, no, that's fine. You can say the Bears Still Suck all you want.
Yeah, you notice I run that commercial yet. Yes. Yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen it yet, head over to Matt Ramage podcast to listen to the awesome podcast with Parsons' brother. Definitely awesome to hear. I appreciate you, Jesse. Shout out to Jesse.
Jim.
Always in the chat, always watching. Follows on Instagram. Jesse, you are fantastic.
That boy is good.
You know what I mean? And I appreciate everyone who tunes in. We're having a good time right here. 513 folks watching live right now. We're going to cut out of here. Everyone enjoy your Christmas. But also tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, come hang out, hammer the chat. We're talking Packers, making our picks. You know what I mean? And we're going to have a good time. And we got a rockin' Christmas over here. You know what I mean? All right. Peace out, Philly boy. Peace out, Jesse. Everyone else, go Pack, go. See you tomorrow night.